see what we're wearing.
I don't know how to do this.
You're all right. Take that mic over there and just keep messing with it. I will.
Give me mic 4.
So yesterday, or this morning actually, I'm sitting there doing my hair, which you probably couldn't even tell. But I'm spending time on it, and I went, wait a minute, what? Because I spent way more time on it than I normally do, and I go, I'm leaving later than what I normally. What is happening? And I figured it out. It's because subconsciously my mind knew that there was going to be cameras in here. Now we got these cameras set up. I can't wait till I get used to them also, where I can just come in looking like a train wreck normally. Which I'm not saying that I don't look like a train wreck now, but I spent a little bit more time.
I don't know.
Now we're on camera. This whole world has changed.
I believe we are on YouTube for sure. Facebook, who knows?
The Jake and Tanner Show is live now.
Oh, it is?
Well, that is on the Facebook.
Okay. Well, that's a good sign.
Yes, we're in the studio right now.
And you can see us?
I can see us.
Yeah,
Boy, I got to get rid of that because we're like a 10-second behind. That's going to confuse me.
Yeah.
My brain doesn't compute like that.
Yeah, because even though the radio and the stream is correct because we have a 10-second delay, we in the stream is not correct.
Are we still hooking? All you got to do is text TV to 71090.
Yeah, that'll take you to the Kiss FM page, the Kiss FM YouTube channel.
We didn't introduce ourselves, I don't think. Hi, my name is Jake, and I woke up in the middle of REM sleep. And I've been tired all morning because of it.
That sounds like the worst.
It is. 2 hosts of this stupid show. Tanner.
My name is Tanner, and I took my dog out, but he didn't poop this morning, and I just left. So, not my problem.
So I told my wife this morning because I tried to get some action.
You texted me that far too early.
I did. I was like, can you believe she said no? I just wanted to see. I didn't have time at all. I probably could have made time. Yeah, but I didn't. And I just wanted to see what would happen. And I was like, so, do you want a little boom boom?
Is that how you describe it? Because you shouldn't have any then. You shouldn't get it.
And she goes, you need to go to work now. And I go, fine. But I don't have time to let either dog out. Bye, I love you. And I ran.
So get out of here. Yeah. Get that weak sauce out of here.
All right, what do you want to do? You want to get right into this lawsuit so we're not talking about anything else? All right.
Yes.
Chalk this up to weird lawsuits. Now, this was supposed to be done 2 weeks ago. So you probably have already heard the story. But since it's been on the clock hour for so long, I feel bad that we didn't get to it. So here it is. There's a 29-year-old woman. And she started dating a 37-year-old guy.
Okay.
Also, you can chalk this up to things that had never happened to you. Or me. Well, anyway, he dumped her in May.
Oh, no. Is that how old the story is? Have we been carrying this with us since May?
Possibly. She's suing him.
For what?
Well, let me tell you.
This sounds weird.
Because, why do you say it like that?
I don't know. I'm just trying to get there, man. I didn't get to hear the music starting this break, so it all feels off to me right now.
All right, here we go.
Can we do that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You were going to try just... try that.
Let's try that again.
Okay, so
this is all a learning experience for us. All right.
Rejoin.
Hey, it's Jake and Tanner Show. Hi, my name is Jake. Just a little FYI, I woke up in the middle of REM sleep, and I have been tired all morning because of it.
My name is Tanner, and I took my dog out this morning, but he didn't poop, and so I guess that's not my problem.
No, it's happened to me this morning also.
Yeah.
Should we just
redo the whole thing? Lawsuit! We were going to talk about lawsuits.
By the way, there's 2 hosts of the show. I'm one of them. Tanner's the other. And soon we're going to get hopefully a producer so we can say, and the producer of the show.
And the producer is in their own separate booth, which will be over by that computer.
Here's my issue with having the producer sitting right there, for the next.
They can't phone screen.
They can't phone screen, and then they're going to feel you're not going to not be a part of the show. You're always going to be a part of the show, but I think they're going to get too involved with on air because we're going to utilize them if they're not phone screening or doing their thing. We're going to talk to them or her and and to get him on air. And then I think when you take that away, it's going to be like, oh, I was having more fun doing the other thing.
Yeah, that's why we are going to need to have a true setup prior to the hierations.
By the way, you can text TV to 71090 and you can see us live. All right, chalk this up to the weird lawsuits.
Okay.
There's a 29-year-old guy, like we were saying, or a girl,
Lady.
and female, 37-year-old guy, and they broke up in May, okay? She's suing him because she says, quote, abnormally large manhood stretched me out too much.
I don't fight that lawsuit. I'm not gonna lie. I think if I'm that guy,
let's go to court on this. Yeah,
I'd wait for him and be like, I don't know what you want me to do.
Sure, how much money you need?
God gave me a gift, and it's a burden.
She says it started. She was fine down there, but he left her.
Droopy and unwanted by a man.
I want to.
I thought that was not. I thought that wasn't true.
I want to ask a question to female listeners. Is that is big awesome?
Better?
Like, do you want big, or is that like?
Remember we talked to what's her face, Katie from Razor, when she made that outlandish lie.
What did she say?
Remember that big thing we bought for?
Oh yeah. What was her thing? She was like,
I've had one like that,
and then we called her out. We're like, bull,
yeah.
Bull, you have not had one like that.
And then she said, we showed it to her. Yeah, not a person. Not like you bought one just like this, right? And she was like, yeah, no. And then she's like, maybe not that, but definitely that. And she just said no. Because that does look like that would be impossible.
Can't hit the bottom, but can blow out the sides of a tuna fish can.
That one could hit. That one could blow out the sides or the bottom of a Pringles can and blow out the side of a tuna can.
Really, honestly, I want to know because it's going to make me feel a lot better about who I am if we get a lot of females that go, yeah, that doesn't matter to me. Don't want it at all.
I think you marry the guy that's just fine, but you have to go through
Would you want to really? Without getting extremely dirty, though, if you had a guy that had a really tiny, does it suck?
That's different, though. Or are we just talking about you? Because there's a difference. Because if
completely uncalled for.
Because, it doesn't have to be massive, but I think it also can't be bite-sized.
What would you rather have? Would you rather have too big or bite size? Now, if you're if your dude, your dream guy comes in, Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, but he's rocking a pin.
Which one? Which Ryan do you want? See, now if you're watching this on TV, you can see that. You want it stretchy?
I think I go small. Because I think I think in that relationship,
his personality is much bigger, and better. So yeah, he can't have both. Somebody says it depends on how they use it. Shut up.
No. Because I talked to a girl in high school, and there was always
wait. You got to rephrase that. When you were in high school.
When I was in high school.
I talked to a girl in high school the other day.
I talked to a high schooler. I talked to a girl that I went to high school with, and she was like, because there was always a rumor that this guy we knew was just rocking a pin, and she was like, it sucked because his technique was so good, but he just didn't have enough to work with. She's like, so it is technically the motion of the ocean, but if you're not even in a boat, really, it doesn't matter. So
wait, hold on. She was saying that he knew what he was doing. He was great.
He knew what he was doing.
He has to. But he has to try really hard.
But she said it still didn't do anything for her because it was so small.
No, I get it, but in he's probably perfect at it because he has to be.
Yeah, his technique, it's like watching just an instructional video. Like it's, oh wow, that looks really good, but it didn't do anything. My table's still not made.
Well, anyway, so she's suing him now. Well, she needs reconstructive surgery, apparently. So now she's suing him for over $10,000 to cover the cost of the surgery, which would require her to go to, by the way, this is in Zimbabwe.
It makes sense.
Speaking of cool sex stuff, that will never affect you. Did you know 8.6% of Americans now say they're sex addicts? And you want to know why?
What determines you a sex addict? I'm asking for a friend.
Well, I would think that you constantly are doing it. You're rubbing on the side of a door when you open it just for a quick second. Just like a... And then
I feel like you're thinking about sex addicts like people used to think about people who smoke weed in the 60s and be like they're always eating munchies and
very weird when you're walking down the hall and you just rub your
that's
all the way
not
down
how that
the,
I've never done that.
Hallway.
Never done
just
that.
Your pelvis pushing into the drywall.
Never done that.
I would think it's somebody that obviously needs it a lot.
But I would never say no to it. Like literally, if my wife 5 times a day said, "Let's do this," I wouldn't say no.
Your friend, we're talking about. How often does your friend go home and nobody's home and you just
twice since they got to work this morning?
Yep. Maybe you're one of the. Maybe your friend is one of the 8.6. I actually did it right now.
You.
10.3% of men. How many do you think for women?
10.6.
7.
Damn.
7% for women.
Damn.
Apparently, they said something like guys think about some kind of sex twice every 10 seconds or something ridiculous like that. I think women do too. I just don't think women voice it or drool.
Yeah, women aren't and they don't have something that physically happens to them to point out that it's that they're excitement.
Do you remember what we did at the birthday station and we got it taken down? I want to do one of those again right now. I think that's so funny.
No.
Yeah, by the way, that's one of my biggest fears. That's why I have tape on all of my computers. And my when I get home, I put tape right over my phone. So if I'm ever watching it, nobody can hack that thing, and then all of a sudden I need that going viral.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Well, no, because nobody wants to see my finishing. It's just it's like
that was the funniest thing that we did.
It's the wonky eye.
I get why it was taken down.
No, it's good.
I get why it was taken down.
Did we take it down or did?
No, our bosses did.
What did we call it?
Finishing faces.
I think that was so funny.
I think we don't need to post it. No, we don't need to post it. You can just do it here on the cameras. Because I don't want to sign off on this. I'm not signing off. I'm not signing off on posting finishing faces.
Whose wife has it worse when they got to open their eyes
and look up?
Oh. That one's bad. What happened to my eyeballs?
Ew.
And that's what happens.
Ew.
Let me see yours.
I don't want to. Not signing off on this. Makes me uncomfortable.
I guess.
You won't let me send you a picture of my poop, but you'll want me to see what it looks like when you reach peak.
Yeah. I kind of go hand in hand, I guess, now that you put it that way.
What, the poop?
Yeah.
Poop and O-face?
Yeah. Yours, anyway.
If I still have a picture of that monster on my phone, if you let me show you, I will take an O-face.
God, I absolutely love that bit that we did. It was so very creative, a lot of fun. I think Corey took that right. I think it was only up for like 10 minutes.
It was not up for very long.
He came in, he goes, "What are you guys doing?"
Yeah, in hindsight, it was like, because that was on their Facebook page, not even ours, and it was like, you know what? That might be wrong. It might. I think because we put it out that way. If we would have put it like, whose wife has it worse? Still sounds...
All right.
Hold on. Somebody just said, "Don't say my number," which means that their text was very good. I was drinking last night, and I and sat and watched you live most of the time. Best night ever. Don't say my number.
Why?
Are you that ashamed?
Are you that
ashamed that you listened and watched us?
You're that grossed out because you do not want to tell your friends?
Were you watching us?
Yeah, were you doing dirty things?
Because if you were...
SOB.
Nobody's ever done that, right? Like to you or me? Like looked at a picture of us on the website?
There is no way. There is no. Love to hear that. 71090. My God, would my ego feel a lot better. 71090 if that's ever happened. If you've ever watched a video or pictures
ever made
or
a guest appearance with a significant other.
There is no possible way. Because I have seen myself.
My wife doesn't even think of me when we're having sex. So why would anybody else?
Have you ever accidentally turned your phone on and the camera switched at you and you're like, ah! And it's just your face. And you're like, oh my God, do I look like that sometimes or all the time?
Women do it literally everything sexier. Oh, yeah. Everything that they do is better than what a man can do.
I agree.
When a man is receiving the ultimate gift of mouth,
you mean Jesus's words from the Bible?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and they just look down like. But when it's going to a woman, it looks amazing. Like she looks like she's having a great time.
Guys are just so aggressive.
We're so there's so much pent up.
All right, this has gotten way too dirty.
Yeah, you started
it. Yeah, this stupid lawsuit that we shouldn't even have got to in the first place. God,
I just can't handle. I mean, has she ever had a kid?
Oh,
I feel like. You can't say that because my baby's head was about that big when it came out.
I don't know. I think she's just mad.
There's no way he's like...
He dumped her.
Like a Homer bucket.
Hey, prepare for the slippery roads to come with Matthews Tires. 1, 2, 3 free. Buy 3, get the 4th tire free. Plus rebates event. Matthews, they keep you rolling. By the way, Verve's a credit union, verveacu.com. And they have something really awesome called More Holiday Loan. Do you know what a More Holiday Loan is?
I do know what the More Holiday Loan is. It is when you take your car, boat, truck, not unicycle, from a different financial institution and you bring it over to Verve. And then they say, hey, thanks for doing that. For your generosity, 90 days of no payments.
90 days.
That's like if you take 60 days and then add 30 days, that's a lot of days.
So remember, they want to. I was thinking about that again this morning. I was like, my God, why do these people want to help you so much save money?
They shouldn't.
No.
They shouldn't.
So remember, verveacu.com. This woman used Tinder to find a guy. She did find this gentleman, and I want to know if you would be mad if he took you to the same place that he took her on the first date. Does that make sense? Weird date location next.
I'm excited.
All right. We're supposed to do that in the other one.
What?
Let me stop this really quick.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, stop. So we can hear things.
Yeah.
So the peoples can hear. Is that on three?
This is a brand new way that we're doing this.
Okay, it's on
all
three.
of them are, I believe. Here we are.
So now the peoples that are watching us on TV, which if you text TV to 71090, you can also watch us live. Also, if you go to the Facebook.
It's the Jake and Tanner Show. Hi, my name is Jake.
I am so blurry. Yeah, my screen, my camera needs to get moved.
Some people.
I mean, it does help.
That are watching and are saying, you guys are different today. What do you guys? We're not different. It's you guys you're finally seeing us, and we're just not words coming out of speakers. So you get to put voices now or faces with our voice, and I think it seems weird to you. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of people are saying, Tanner, look up. Well, he doesn't look up at all.
I don't like making eye contact with people.
And if we do, we have this like little screen. So we can kind of go back and forth to hide one eye.
It looks
like the screens are in front of our faces.
And if you ever want to feel like sexual assault is a real thing that's going to happen to you, look at Jake through 2 computer screens.
Yeah, I just look like I'm watching.
Yeah, it really looks like it doesn't matter what you do, he is going to follow you to your car.
First segment of the 8 o'clock hour.
And he'll probably be gentle.
Completely uncalled for.
Like, I don't think that you would go full on, but I think you definitely, like, if I stumbled, you'd grab my boobs to keep me up.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, you don't have to squeeze. Why are your hands on my shirt? That's just the way you fell. That is not at all true.
I gotta grab your pee for Bevan.
Please do not listen to any of that. So a guy in England met a girl on Tinder.
Okay.
And asked her to wear a black dress on their first date.
Oh, that's weird. That's weird already. Cancel the date because that's so. What a surefire sign.
She was excited.
What a surefire sign of either I'm going to a funeral or he likes to see victims in black.
She was really excited.
Why?
Well, obviously because she's on Tinder, so she's looking for love. So a guy is showing interest, and I don't know. Maybe it's like, hey, wear something black because I'm going to take you out on a first date, and she's okay, great, something romantic. She thought.
I already take that as an insult. Like I would take that. Like if you were going to go on a date and you were talking to somebody for a little bit and then they said, hey, wear this, wouldn't you immediately go to, I know how to dress nice? Like, I don't need you telling me. Like, that already feels really controlling. Like, that feels like in a few months she's going to break up with him because he wouldn't let her see her mom
she
anymore.
Was seeing in her head, maybe he was saying he has an idea where to take her, where the only place that you can only wear black. I don't know if a place like that exists.
I feel like this shouldn't be the main argument on this Tinder date.
Right, but all I'm saying is I don't feel like it's controlling. Like, I think it was more like, hey, we're black. Okay, great. This is going to be something really neat. This is exciting. Maybe he's got some kind of weird party he's taking me to.
I'm already offended. But then again, when you led this up with he brought her somewhere weird, I've already painted this guy as a Jake. So
yeah, don't do that. You got to stop putting my name in those.
A different Jake. I'm talking about a different Jake.
Yeah, but I don't like that because I'm the Jake when you're talking to me and about this story, and then you throw a name in there that's not even Jake, but it still sounds like it's me.
But it's a different Jake.
Yeah, but I don't like that. Stop saying it.
Sorry. So what did this Jacob do?
No.
Is that not better?
He's like, hey, you should wear a black dress. She's like, okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Turned out that she... Let me read the text messages to her friend. Okay. So this is going to her friend. Wear a black dress. And I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be so romantic. Chatting in the car, it's going great.
Wear a black dress so they could chat in the car?
No. He picks her up. They're chatting in the car. I'm kind of skipping through this. Chatting in the car, it's going great. All of a sudden, we turn. And I'm like, wait, this is a weird place. Then I see the sign.
Murder!
And I'm like, oh my God, wait, is this a funeral?
He took her to a funeral!
She goes, no way, no. And he goes, I just really needed someone to come to this thing with me.
Why? It's not a wedding.
And thought if I told you, you would not. If I told you, hey, I want you to go on the first date, can we go to Nana's funeral? You wouldn't come. And she's like, well, yeah, probably not. Pulls in, and at this point, I'm like, I've got no way out. Now, again, this is text messages going to her friend. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, what's the worst that could happen? This is Nana's funeral. So she went.
And they
were all concerned with the dead woman. he just went, "Hi, this is Emily. I didn't meet the dad, but the mom was on some kind of medication. She must have been. I don't know. Anyway, he cried, and I had to comfort this total stranger as he said hello to family."
Do you think? Do you know the end of the date? Does it have like, he just dropped me off? Because she slept with him.
His girlfriend had left him a few weeks earlier, and everyone had been looking forward to meeting her, so he looked for someone to fill the spot.
Oh, so he wasn't even really... I bet you they had relations of the carnal.
She said, "I could not leave. I would have been a massive B if I would have left."
Why? You're never going to see him again.
And then someone said, "You stayed?" Or, well, her friend said, "You stayed." And she goes, "Well, imagine calling an Uber to a funeral home."
Now, okay, think about this. The worst thing that happened to him that day was his grandma is dead. So anything you do is still not as bad as dead Nana.
It's weird, though. I guess she's not thinking like you would, though. Yeah. She's thinking like...
You're in a weird social situation where it's like, I can't just leave.
I would be gone. I'd be like, oh, this isn't my family. This isn't my Nana. Maybe, possibly. Or maybe she's just really... kind of like he was nice and she's just a nice person. Because my wife, I think you could do the same thing, too. I think
your wife is too compliant to any.
That's what I mean. I think she would think it would be really weird, but she wouldn't want people to look at her in a negative way.
Even if she never went into the funeral home?
I kid you not. I've had to have conversations with her. I'm like, Angie, they'll never see. It's okay
to say no.
To say no or just to be angry or what. Not everybody has to like you. That's all right. That's a thing. She's getting better on it. I'm turning her slowly into me that just hates everyone.
And everybody hates, yeah.
Mm-hmm. He said, made him take me home after the service. He was holding my hand crying pretty much the whole drive back to my car.
And they didn't hook up then.
My God, did you have there's no possible way. Do you have a date that can beat that? I've never had a first date. I've never had a Tinder date. I've never had a blind date, really. I've never actually went out on a date. I would love to hear stories if you had a really awkward first date. My God. 866-916-0959 or 71090. You can text it.
No, I met my wife in high school. Other than that, the only other serious girlfriend I had before my wife, we were, I was a sophomore in high school.
Yeah, right. So there was like no
for 2 years before I met my wife. After in between girlfriends, but
dateless. But dateless. I mean, you weren't really. I don't think you in high school you really go on dates, do you?
I think so.
I don't know. I never did. I guess.
I went to
let me just
movies.
Hi, who's this?
This is Brody.
Hi, Brody. Did you have a really bad first date?
Yeah, I went to a movies and I feel really bad.
Are you reading this?
Yeah, wait, Brody, I feel like you're about ready to say something really bad and you don't know if you can say it on the radio.
I know you might be nervous and it's
No, it's nothing that bad. But I went to the movies and she paid for everything, but yet she was still a slob and like spilled popcorn everywhere.
Oh, have you ever gone to a movie and not stood up in a pile of popcorn? You have to, Brody.
I think you're a little picky, buddy.
How are you eating popcorn? Are you eating it kernel by kernel? Because that's wrong.
Yeah,
you take a handful and you fit Brody, as much as you can.
Brody, she's actually calling a different radio station because they're probably doing the same topic, and she's talking about how weird you are taking one kernel at a time.
I could see.
I don't do that, but okay.
Thanks, Brody.
He eats the shared popcorn bucket by dipping his tongue into the popcorn.
My first Tinder date, the guy worked for a funeral home and asked me to go pick up an old lady with him who passed away. My ex took me turkey hunting on our first date. Oh, my dear God.
My crazy first date, we decided to go to 50 Shades of Grey movie.
That's not an okay movie to go for your first time.
What are you talking about? That is a brilliant movie.
That's not okay.
Yeah, it is. You're basically sealing the deal that you're going to have something happen that night.
See, I don't go right to sex like you do. Now we're back to the whole... Are you a sex addict in our first segment?
I thought I've never been dating, but isn't that kind of the goal? Like, isn't that the princess being held by the monkey? Don't you want?
I guess maybe.
Like, you want that?
I want a person to talk to.
BS, maybe to you find asked love. Your wife at 2:00 in the morning while she was half sleeping if you could lay it on her.
That was actually this morning. I was just testing the waters, and she still said no.
You. to dip a toe in.
Go on.
Okay. Went out for drinks after and then dropped her off at home. She messaged me just after I got home and ended up going back to her house to finish the night the proper way. I told you, perfect movie to bring out on a first date.
Okay.
If that's what you're going for.
I disagree. I think that would be extremely awkward. Two people going at it, and then you're just... It's like watching a sex scene in front of your parents. Like a stupid movie comes on, like the Titanic, and Jack's drawn her shirtless, and your mom and dad are there. Like, oh.
Hold on, because... Fine, do your thing.
Hi, who's this?
Hi, this is Laura.
Hi, Laura. What was your really bad first date?
Actually, it wasn't a bad first date. It was a blind date.
Okay, well, what was your very bad blind date?
Actually, I can't say it was a bad blind date.
Okay, bye, Laura. Laura, what are you talking about?
I don't know what's going on.
Laura, did you? Why were you calling? Are you calling about good dates?
Well, you mentioned a blind date. I heard you say that.
I don't think so.
Not all dates are bad, because I met my husband in '89 and he's still my husband.
That's cool. Thanks, Laura.
Oh, Laura.
Thank you.
You're the best.
Bye.
That's why we need a producer.
Back to 50 Shades. I think if you're going out on a first date, now I don't go on first dates, and I never have.
Yeah, I would be very bad at it.
But I think when you go out on dates, there is that possibility that you want to fool around a little bit, and you are attracted to this person.
Probably.
So if you're just going there and you're attracted to them, and you can watch a movie that you know is going to get both of you excited for something to happen, I think that would be, if that is your if your goal isn't, I got to find the future mother of my children, and your goal is I just want to get slammins.
Well, my whole point is how awkward it would be. I think it would be the worst first date movie because it would be so ungodly awkward.
You definitely have to you can't just be like, hey, we're going to go see a movie and then surprise the person with 50 Shades of Grey.
You're right. I mean, I bet you if you're after that, like all the frat guys, Chaz is taking you to a 50 Shades of Grey movie.
No way. Chaz is taking you to a beer bong tournament.
Brody would be. Brody?
Yeah, Brody went to... That's why he was upset, because he cut a hole in the bottom of his popcorn bucket. And
that's what it is.
She left a mess anywhere. Didn't even get halfway down.
So, I mean, if your whole goal, I feel like if you're that guy that's going to go...
I feel like if you're on Tinder...
I'm getting some action.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do that. I'm going to take her here. You are the big... I think you got that douchebag mode that you don't care how awkward it gets. It doesn't get awkward for you.
Yeah.
All you're doing is looking at the corner of your eye and like just putting your junk out, just like pushing it out a little bit further.
That's weird.
Because that's what she's... In her head, or in his head, that's what she's doing. Just staring at his package the whole time during the movie,
or at least thinking about it.
Yeah, I guarantee she wants it.
Your scenario is with a guy who doesn't tell her what movie it is. Like if you're chatting for a few days and then you're just like, "Hey, do you want to go see a movie?" And then somebody was like, "How about 50 Shades?" Yeah, like it's like we can either see Zero Dark 30 or 50 Shades of Grey or the Rugrats movie, and she picks 50 Shades of Grey. Then I think it's okay. If you just pick her up for a date and say, we're going to go to a movie, watch this softcore porn with me.
And I couldn't do it anyway, because I'm such a movie snob. Yeah, I wouldn't even look at... I'd just be like, this is the worst method. There's no method acting.
Yeah, there's no... It's like he's not even there.
Went to a date to learn how to cook, testing to see if she'd be any good at... I just had to stop.
That sounds like you.
Went on a date to learn how to cook, testing just to see, or wait, learn how to cook, testing to see if she'd be any good at it. Really, wow, this person is having trouble, or I'm having trouble reading this because I had allergic reaction to what you cooked for me, so that I can't read that text anymore.
Yeah, there wasn't enough. It's all the words are there, but you didn't add a comma or a period at all, so it all just runs into one big sentence.
Awkward first date is when a guy tried to pick me up and he needed another transportation service to bring us places because he didn't have a license, but wanted to take me out. You know, there's apparently a thing that women do on first dates is look to see how much gas you have in your car when they pick you up. Or when the guy picks him up.
Really?
It was a study done or something. This was years ago.
You do feel like a baller
if you got a full tank of gas.
When you fill it up, like if I go fill up my truck and I'm dropping $80 on it, I'm just like, I can take on the world right now. Might as well go to IBM and tell them that I'm going to invest all my money in it.
It's like if I did that to my wife and judged her low, my God, I would have never married her because she leaves all vehicles on E for me to fill up.
Every woman on the history of women refuse to look at the gas tank or fill it up because my wife will knowingly. I asked my wife the other day, how much gas is in the truck? Because she got home before me. And she's like, oh, I have no idea. I was like, well, it was pretty close to empty when you took it. Did you put gas in it? And she's like, no. I stuttered to get to the gas station that was a mile away from my house.
I kid you not, 3 o'clock this morning when I leave the house, she texts me and says, hey, there's no gas in your truck. And I'm like, yeah, I see that.
Thanks.
I'm heading there right now. I hope I make it.
There's nothing worse than working the hours that we work and having to stop and get gas.
In the winter, too, it's the worst because you just get your truck all warmed up.
Especially if... like for me, I got like 15, 20 miles before I hit a gas station that is open because I like to go in. Then it's like, okay, well, at least I'll grab a coffee then. But if my wife leaves it on fumes, I can't.
Hi, did you just text in?
No, just producer 3430.
Okay, what was your date like?
Well, I mean, okay, I got to make sure we're on this right topic. Otherwise, I get my hand slapped for being off topic.
Well, that's usually how conversations go.
No, not with you guys.
Well, we're us. Damn it, 3430.
I like that.
Get to your first
I like
date.
3430. He's already got us off topic.
How did you trick your wife?
Oh, man.
Well, we ran out of time, caller.
Oh, we are way out of time, actually.
No, actually, 3430. Oh, I was trying to put him on hold. Oh, 3430. Give us a call back because I actually want to talk to 3430, and I want to talk to this guy that says, I'm trying to get through. I have a story. You guys will laugh your A's off. And then he texts back, you guys will not be disappointed. Maybe we'll give them a call here next. What do you think? Yeah?
Yes.
Sure. Matthews Tire is hiring for various positions at all 6 locations. People love working at Matthews. Help them deliver superior auto service and apply now in person or MatthewsTires.com. So we'll finish up with very, very bad first date stories.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if we have time, my God, I've been waiting for the last 48 hours to share this sport that people do in Finland. And we got video of it. I think you're going to have a heyday with it.
Is that thing that you wanted to show me like 2 days ago?
Yes. It's a Jake and Tanner show. More of it next. So if I ask you this question,
okay,
where is a place that provides a unique environment in which anyone, and I mean anyone, can be comfortable? A diverse, judgment-free zone where a lasting, active lifestyle can be built.
Can you give me a few more hints?
I can. They have something there that's called total body enhancement.
Oh, it's Nana Nancy's. That's where
Negative.
She gives you a full body massage.
That too. But it's a different place.
Oh, so
anybody can go.
So not Grandma Nancy. Oh, anybody can go to Grandma Nancy. She won't turn down anybody.
How about this? Where monthly membership, $10 per month.
Oh!
Hey,
Nana Nancy's is more than that.
No commitment.
Oh, and she makes you sign a contract too.
10-year.
A 10-year, yeah. No, I had
bizarre.
to sign a 10-year. I was bamboozled into it, but I did get a free ham sandwich.
Yeah, it's weird though that she makes you eat the ham sandwich while she's massaging you, it's your aunt.
It's my Nana Nancy.
Or Nana Nancy. We're talking about Planet Fitness.
I love Planet Fitness. I started doing that total body massage. I don't know if you can notice, Jake. I'm gorgeous now.
Well, I've noticed that when you walk around, you're just all limber. Like I don't know if you're just hammered or it's that total body massage, but you're all loosey-goosey.
No, the loosey-goosiness is from the waterbed.
Oh, okay.
Because there's only like 3 people on this planet that still own waterbeds. Jake.
Yep.
Hugh Hefner's coffin was a waterbed.
Yeah.
Just the whole thing. And Planet Fitness. But Planet Fitness waterbed massages you.
Yeah, mine's very wavy.
You didn't get the anti-wave?
Yeah, no.
What is wrong with you?
Well, I don't know. I like waving it. I like feeling like I'm in the ocean, like during a storm.
Yeah.
During a typhoon.
But not at Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness has a massaging waterbed that is amazing. And you were asking about the total body enhancement. Basically, what they do is they hit you with infrared lights, and it takes the redness out of your skin and can even reduce cellulite.
So, Planet Fitness, remember, it's a judgment-free zone. So, because I know it can be a little panicky to go to the gym for the very first time because you feel like people are there, they know what they're doing. Now they're all in the same boat.
Like, this is how I always said. I never worked out in high school. I have no idea what I'm doing. I follow an app on my phone. And I am so comfortable at Planet Fitness because I feel like everybody there is going there just because they want to get fit, not because they want to build muscle every day.
PlanetFitness.com.
You did it again.
God dang it! We're getting used to
Stop.
We're getting used to the cameras in here, and we got to play our intro music on a different. We call them channels here, so the people on the TV that are watching
can hear it.
Which, by the way, if you text TV to 71090, you can see inside the studio.
Yeah,
that's a true story.
We're both wearing V-necks today.
Mm-hmm. I'm always a V-neck, pretty much every day.
I like to be strangled a little bit while I
feel like somebody
stand.
I
always like to have.
Did you ever have that guy in class that would do that? There was always that guy at my school would strangle himself to try to pass out, and then he would hit his head on the desk.
Yeah, I always did it at home. It was called the choking game.
Yeah, that's before the internet, right? Before you were snorting salt and
it was before that everybody had decent internet in their home.
Yeah.
So it was just like, well, I guess I've watched the guide channel go through 4 times. What am I going to do now? Oh, suffocate myself until I feel funny.
I want to go back to the Christmas light thing yesterday because I feel bad.
You should.
Because you were just talking about how there was no entertainment when you were a kid. By the way, it's the Jake and Tanner Show. Hi, I'm Jake.
Oh, I'm Tanner.
And I said that it's poor people entertainment.
Yeah.
But I grew up poor. Mm-hmm. So that's what we would do. My dad wouldn't. Dad, bah humbug. Well, no, just drunk humbug.
Yeah, it's hard to drive through neighborhoods when you're not legally allowed to drive.
And I know I kind of liked the lights, but I didn't really care. So listen, if you want to put lights up and you want to go take your kids, that's awesome.
I love doing it.
I just feel like I offended some people when I said it's poor people entertainment. The reason I said that is because I grew up poor and we used to do that. So I just was using firsthand experience on that.
I like I said, O'Connell has their park or whatever. They put tons of lights in there. I'll go every year. The second that they do it, I'll drive through it. Don't give me that look.
No, I just feel but I mean, maybe when you get older, I just feel like my kids, your kid probably would go bonkers right now. Right? For lights
I don't think
or no?
She cares.
That's what I'm saying. My kids, even at this age, they're just like, I want to go on YouTube. But that's the problem. That's not the problem. See, other people that are older will be like, that's the problem, all this technology. No, that's just the world we live in now. Yeah. It's hard to... We live in it's pretty awesome that you can get technology anywhere and everywhere.
I had a breakdown last night because my daughter was... She was on YouTube watching Little Baby Bomb and Paw Patrol clips and stuff like that because Paw Patrol's not free everywhere. And I took it away because it was time for bed, and she had a mental
Same thing with my kid yesterday.
And I said, I apologized to her, and I said, I shouldn't have let you look at this for so long because I felt like it broke her.
Well, no, my kids are completely broken.
We're taking it away today.
Well, we're not taking it away, but we have to limit at night. At night, because they get all wound up, man. If they're watching that YouTube and they're silent for like whatever, a half hour, and then you're like, all right, time for brushing your teeth and going to bed. You take it away, they have a scream fit. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, when the scream fit's done, they're nonstop 99 miles an hour through the house because the
blood just went to their head.
Entertainment, yeah. And I feel really bad when I have my breakdown when my kids are watching the YouTube is when all the ads come. They're like getting little brainwashed from all these ads and how these people are acting on. My kids are watching. Oh yeah, and everybody's blah blah, and everybody's so excited and like they're and I have to tell. I go, Piper, you got to realize this isn't how people are. This is not the real world. Outside of our house, you don't walk around going, yeah, all right, and just go jump into ponds and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like my kids are at the share the love. There's this family that's what theirs is called, and they're just over the top, nonstop. Everything they do is like screaming at the camera.
Yeah, it is more exciting to watch somebody on a video that is like,
let me see if I
boom and in your face, than it is to watch us. Oh, we're on YouTube now. We're YouTube famous, Jake.
What are you talking about?
We're on YouTube. Because of Jake and Tanner TV.
Oh, we're YouTubers.
We're YouTubers now.
So I got 10 seconds. I want to see if they're going to be just screaming at us. On the stupid share the love or whatever.
Share the love.
And I try. It's hard. Like if I'm like, hey, stop watching that. And then, I don't know. Hold on. Let me see here.
A lot of stuff going on. Let's go check in with my mom real quick. And then we gotta head to the train station because we got someone very special, very, very, very special to pick up.
This is see, I know way too much about this because this is when he was younger. So they have adapted and they have changed their ways, and now they seem to be screaming everything.
Yeah, go to their page and just find their most recent one. Just click on that.
I'm just still learning the YouTube.
You are, because you still Google things. If I tell you to YouTube something, you'll Google that and then plus the word YouTube. And for some reason, it bothers the hell out of me.
Yeah, wait, why? Why does
because
that
it's easier to just go to YouTube and do it.
See, right here, look at this. This is just the entertainment, like how they're right in the beginning.
Woo! What's going on, Sharers? Welcome to the vlog. Welcome to another awesome summer day. We got Grace here.
Woo! Hey, Sharers!
We got our light festival on That's Right, Sharers, because we are about to go on the world's biggest, and I mean world's biggest aqua park. It's so awesome. Let's go across the road. Let's go. Whoa, it goes all the way back there. Whoa, Grace, careful, it's slippery. Whoa, Grace. Oh no, I almost fell.
Anyway, by the way, they got 13 million views on this thing.
Doing something right.
13 million from July. 4 months.
That's
what do we? I don't want to talk about it again.
1 million's $2,000, so that's 26 grand.
Drives me insane.
$26,000 they got on one video. Isn't that insane?
I'm just completely. so out of. I'm getting farther and farther away from technology the older I get, and I'm starting. Not, like I just told my wife yesterday, I go, my God, I kind of wish that I was born into it just so I could have made money if I was a little younger to try to make money doing this. But like that doesn't interest me at all. Because to me, I know you're saying that they create content, but it's weird content. It's for me, it wouldn't be that
you don't
care about. I guess you know what I mean. You're really doing it for a paycheck.
Yeah,
but my God, those are a lot of paychecks. Big paychecks too. If you,
I guess if they like just what these people are is they're just living their life, but they do it. You know, where we would do 10% more on the air. They do 50% more or 100% more, and they videotape it instead. They're living their life, but they just want people to look at it.
So we didn't get to that. I maybe we'll talk about it next because I've been waiting for like the last 48 hours to share the sport in Finland. We should do that next, and we could probably put it on the screen. So if you're watching on the Jake and Tanner TV, you can see the story and the video that goes along with this sport in Finland. And I'm going to tell you, I don't think you would approve. You'd be fine with your kid doing it, but what you wouldn't probably attend the event unless you were there directly to make fun of it behind your child's back.
Oh, that would be fun. I like making fun of children, even to their faces.
We'll try to get into this story next. It is the Jake and Tanner Show. Good morning. Jake and Tanner Show. My name is Jake, and now I was just one of the hosts of the show telling Tanner when he walked in, the other host of the show, that what a world that we live in now that we're on. Just more people to pick apart my flaws, your flaws, our insecurities.
Oh, why? What do we do?
Oh, no, I don't know. I'm sure it's coming, though. I'm sure there'll be someone who'll be like, oh, you only wear the same 2 shirts every day. You look hefty.
Is that what we're getting?
No, not at all, but I don't know.
Well, how are you doing that to yourself already then?
Because I just know how the world works. And it'll happen. I don't think that they would all be positive.
True. I guess.
Mm-hmm. Oh, do you think they all are?
No, I don't think they're all positive. I just wouldn't focus on the negative when they're not there yet.
Oh, but they're coming.
Oh, are they?
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, but they're not there now.
I don't know. Let's read some of them.
I'm looking at them and I haven't seen any.
Are you on the Facebook
both.
or the? Oh, you're on both.
Yeah.
Read some of those comments.
Is this going to be a daily thing?
It is. Hopefully,
you
eventually.
Look great, nice shirts. Boom.
Hopefully, I'm gonna take that one.
This person said we want to be able to hear what's going on during the commercials. Somebody said, but they need their own time.
Yeah, we're not. You can't hear the music when we go. Is that what they're asking for?
Yeah, somebody was like, we'd like to be able to hear stuff.
Yeah. That's going to be tough to do because we can get sued.
Yeah. And there's nothing overly negative here.
Overly.
Like, not negative at all. There's one that just says, apparently Tanner can do his hair. That's the most negative thing.
I think there was one that I read is, what are you doing with your hair? And I took it like that. You might have taken it like, hey, what are you doing with your hair? I took it like, what are you doing with your hair? But I take everything a little bit insulting.
You do take them more insulting because because I think at that moment I was probably shaking my hair.
Could be. By the way, if you want to see the TV, you want to see what it's like in the studio, you're more than welcome to. All you got to do is text TV to 71090. Directed right. Is that by the way, if they text TV, are they going right to the YouTube one rather than the Facebook
one? Okay. Otherwise, we are on Facebook. It's easier for people to find our Facebook than it is for people to find the YouTube.
Are we on the 3 cameras?
Not yet. I can switch it whenever.
Just a couple. By the way, the Jake and Tanner Show. Hi, my name is Jake. Tanner's walking over to switch a screen really quick. And we're going to give you a couple stories that we think are important, but most likely probably not. And this is what's happening over in Finland.
Yeah, they didn't fix it.
They didn't?
No.
That's okay.
Wait a minute. Are you on whose?
What?
Whose account are you on? Yours?
I guess. I don't know.
Did they change your background?
No, shouldn't have. No, I got my David Hasselhoff background.
Oh, wait a minute.
That's okay. We can just cruise right along. They just won't be able to watch the video with us.
Yeah, they can't because I don't know whose PC this is set to.
Okay, that's fine. No problem. But eventually, when you're watching the TV, you're going to be able to watch the videos that we watch here live in the studio, right along with us, and see the reactions.
They had that ready.
So this is not your ordinary horse show. You want to come over here and watch this with us?
I did watch this last night.
I
laughed
Dang it!
so hard at this.
It is, well, here, let's have them explain it.
This is not your ordinary equestrian show.
It's in weird channels.
It's the riders who do all the hard work. And the horse,
these kids won't end up normal because she's like 13.
Yeah, I think they're a little too old to do this.
Yeah, she's like 13 or something, and she has one of those. She's got here.
It's in Finland. It's a competition where you ride a fake horse, a stick horse, like we're showing you on the camera right now. One of those.
I don't know how to do this. Either way, here, hold this.
You ride it.
And you do all the things that a horse does. Like they're going over jumps. And they're running as fast as possible.
It's really hard to hear because one channel's her talking, the other one is the event. But let me go a little further here.
In Finland, they call it hobby horse, and it's played by more than 10,000 people.
Look at her go! My God, she is fast.
Did it surprise you that she's ginger?
1,000 spectators.
Or no, that she has purple hair?
No.
In this almost entirely female sanctuary, girls feel free from bullying and sexism.
They do this because they feel free of bullying and sexism.
I get the bullying. I get that. The sexism, I'm whatever, but I get the bullying.
Here, let's hear her. I don't, because my God, you're doing this, then you go back to school. I don't condone bullying at all. But I feel like this would make it worse.
Yeah, I understand if you want to go to this. Well, like the only people are going to see this that are people are into it, but now they're doing a story on it. But do
you think word would get out in school?
Maybe.
Unless they...
You're already a weird horse girl.
Here, let them... I think they're explaining why they do it. These.
I think this is the girl thing.
I can't listen to that audio anymore.
I can't. It switches between back and forth, between left and right.
But my favorite, I would do whatever you're into. I don't care. Yeah, but one of my favorite things is right here, this one, when they have the prancing competition.
No.
Yeah, look at that. Just check it out.
Oh,
that's amazing.
Oh, and then you have to bow.
I don't know. My kid was into that. I'd be like, okay, cool, I guess.
Until you're like 8.
I guess I would support him or her. And most likely Dewey. I guess I would. I mean, I don't care. I mean, is it better than heroin? Probably.
Yeah, it's better than heroin.
Okay, yeah. Let me rephrase that. It's better than drugs.
It's way better than doing heroin.
Okay, all right, good deal. Moving forward now. I thought that was going to be a lot more fun. You know why it wasn't as fun? Because that stupid audio back and forth in the channels.
That audio was the worst.
If you want to look for that video, because you'll love it just as much as we did when we first watched it. Just type in hobby horse, and then we can.
People are so weird.
All right,
they're wrong.
I knew there was something extremely weird with the new televisions. Okay, not new ones, even when they're a few years old or whatever. Because I would go over to someone's house and they would have it on, or if you'd go to like Costco and they have the example of the movies on to show you how clear it is.
Yeah.
When the cameras, I thought it looked weird because when the cameras would move, it was so crystal clear.
Yeah, it's not choppy.
It's not choppy or motion blurry. Yeah. Okay. And I thought it looked weird, but I was thinking, okay, but maybe it's because I'm just not used to it. I'm used to my crappy television, and once I get the television, I would understand and get used to it. Well, Tom Cruise, out of all people, made a video to tell people that most movies that come out, you're supposed to change the setting of your television. So they call it... Here, I'll just have him explain it really quick.
Hi, I'm Tom Cruise. Obviously. And I'm Chris McQuarrie. Well, obviously. And we're talking to you from the set of Top Gun Maverick. We're very proud to present Mission Impossible Fallout, and we want you to enjoy it to the fullest possible effect, just as you would in a theater. To that end, we'd like a moment of your time to talk to you about video interpolation. Video interpolation, or motion smoothing, is a digital effect on most high-definition televisions and is intended to reduce motion blur in sporting events and other high-definition programming. The unfortunate side effect is that it makes most movies look like they were shot on high-speed video rather than film.
So basically, they're getting on the technical aspect of it, but you're supposed to change your setting. You go to settings,
take off the motion
when you're watching a movie, because the director didn't want it to be crystal clear, and it looks like a soap opera. That's what they're saying. It's called the soap opera effect, and you're not supposed to see it that crystal clear because it looks weird and it doesn't look like what they wanted.
Yeah, so, because when it's blurry, you can get away with it not being real because it's a movie.
Right. So it's like when they do a fast scene, you're going from one scene to the other or one act to the other, and they got to make it fast. Like that soap opera effect.
Especially like during fight scenes and stuff like that, where when there's blur, you can get away with not hitting the guy, but when it's clear, you're 2 inches away from his face.
Can you switch that back so we don't have, or do you want to?
It already is switched back.
Oh, it is?
No, because
I was talking about cameras. Sorry, this is all like there's a bunch of kinks that we're always trying to work out.
The issue is that he has now air linked the camera to the air link is on the wrong computer. I guess I could get it set up. I just forgot that I can do that. But it's not on your computer.
There is a
that's somebody else's.
I really fully expect. I'm trying to find where this story went. I fully expect to see a Hallmark movie on this kid next Christmas, and I'm a little annoyed with him. He is 9-year-old. He's from Colorado, small town outside of Colorado.
Okay.
Anyway, for 98 years they've had this active ban on snowball fights.
Why? For 98 years, did you just say?
It's one of those stupid laws, you know what I mean? They had that they put in effect years and years ago, like women can't cut their hair, or you can, things like that.
Because that's still an active law in Michigan, by the way, that a wife cannot get her hair cut without written consent from the husband.
So the law stated that you couldn't throw objects at people, animal, or property. So it was more about like throwing rocks and stuff that might hurt someone, but no one ever been arrested for throwing a snowball. So this 9-year-old heard about it, and he's like, I want to change the law. So he did. He went to wherever they went to.
Wherever they have to go to.
The town hall or whatever, to see if he can get this ban lifted. And I think this is him talking about it.
It's an outdated law, and I want to throw a snowball without getting in trouble.
He came home and he was really engaged with, Mom, these laws are silly.
I asked my mom if I could do it, and she called the town hall, and then she told me I had to make a speech. Today's kids need reasons to play outside. Research suggests that a lack of exposure to the outdoors can lead to obesity, ADHD, anxiety, and depression. Kids want to have snowball fights.
So then all of a sudden they go, yeah, we're going to lift that ban. There was a bunch of kids from his school there. They all cheered him on. Now I gave him, turns out the town also has a bunch of other weird laws, so he's just going to keep trying to change all these laws, which they're not putting into effect anyway, but it gives this kid something to do rather than heroin like we were talking about earlier.
Apparently somebody just said Fredonia has the same law. Where you're not allowed to, where you're not allowed to have a snowball fight in Fredonia.
Come on.
It could be a city ordinance. And to that kid's argument, you don't need to throw snowballs to go outside.
Yeah, you can just go outside. It reminded me of
Could you imagine if one of the town hall people started picking him apart, dude, and be like, are you saying that the only reason you'd go outside is so you could throw something at somebody? Well, no, because that's what you're saying.
Starts crying.
Yeah.
It reminds me of
weak sauce out of here, you little bee.
It reminds me of the Party Bros. Do you remember those guys? They go into the town halls.
Oh,
and they're like, yeah, dude,
I love those guys.
And they're like, okay, here, if you don't know who we're talking about, you got to YouTube these guys. They're called the Party Bros, and they basically troll council meetings with speech defending house parties or defending whoever
defending anything, but they do it in a weird bro
because
way.
You have to listen to them. You have to give them the time. Here's just an example of this.
Council, my name is Chad Kroger. I'm an activist and house party enthusiast. Over the past week, I've been in a state of deep despair upon hearing the news that LA is trying to outlaw house parties in the Hollywood Hills. I am here determined to stop this future atrocity.
And it's him and another guy doing that. There's I found another video of him on Fox News talking to the guy about Trump, talking about the talking head about Trump. Listen to him here. It's just a couple minutes.
Trump furious over a White House mole working against
This was like a year ago.
Anonymous, gutless, coward. Nobody knows who the hell he is or she. But for the sake of our national security, the New York Times should publish his name at once. I think their reporters should go and investigate who it is. That would actually be a good scoop.
So now they're going to get these guys' responses.
Who is the White House mole? Party Bros are here to find out. But guys, first, before we get started, what happened to your hair?
It's bleach blonde, both of them.
What up, Jesse? Good to see you. It's come to our attention that the coral in the ocean is bleaching itself because it's so stressed because the ocean's so hot. And it's actually not cool when it bleaches itself. It makes it super susceptible to mortality. So in other words, it's dying. So JT and I bleached our hair to stand in solidarity with the coral.
Yeah, because for a lot of people, they don't know because it's out of sight, out of dome. But we're bringing awareness because now it's on our domes.
And we just want to say, what up, coral? We stand with you, dog. We're bleached with you.
Coral?
Chad, you got some nice little flow going, but JT, you look like a chia pet.
Thank you.
Oh, Jesse.
Oh,
dude. That was a savage burn, dude. On TV, dog. Yeah, some of the dudes in the squad have been kind of hating on the look. And,
so they go around and they talk like that in those council meetings. It's brilliant.
Oh, it is. There was one that they did, and it was about budgets or something, and they just kept referring to it as a budge. And it made, I think the city needs to get a sweet budge.
Oh man, I could. Do they?
Are
they comedians? By the way, they must have like a YouTube channel, right?
I'm sure they do.
Probably.
I think they're brilliant, though.
I would think.
Absolutely,
I think they are. We didn't get through half of the things that we wanted to talk about on these things that we think are important, but probably not that much. Along with Katy Perry and how much she bid. I didn't know she was dating Orlando Bloom. That's how out of it I am.
She's dating Orlando Bloom?
The last I heard, Orlando Bloom got into a fight with Justin Bieber. Could you imagine that fight?
Yeah, like, didn't he punch Biebs in the face?
Yeah, something like that. It was just like a wet noodle.
Also, delicate feminine hands.
Ellen DeGeneres, she's got a new special coming out on Netflix. And yesterday, Ryan Reynolds was on her show. And my God, that guy is just so funny.
He is so charming.
He is very, very, very charming. And we got some audio of that, plus a ton more. We'll get to it. Let me see if I'm going to say anything here. Matthews Tire is hiring for various positions at all 6 locations. People love working at Matthews. Help them deliver superior auto service and apply now in person or MatthewsTires.com. More Jake and Tanner show next. What are we, like, about 40 minutes away from big ol' whopping $20 to take from Jake and Tanner. Yeah. Gonna be happening in the first segment of the 8 o'clock hour. So I didn't realize Katy Perry was dating Orlando Bloom. Did you have any idea? Are we that far out of pop culture?
I didn't know that Katy Perry was at all relevant.
I didn't know Orlando Bloom at all was.
Yeah, and I definitely didn't think that Orlando Bloom was relevant.
After Lord of the Rings, I thought that guy fell off the face of the earth. That was his thing.
Yeah.
I mean, lucky for him that he got a trilogy and he made a little bit of dough.
But unlucky for him that he got a trilogy before every movie started doing what every movie does now, taking the third movie and breaking it into two. He almost got 4 movies.
He said...
Wait, wasn't he in The Hobbit?
Oh, he might have been for a second. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
So he did get another one. Good for Orlando.
He did. He said when the casting director came to him and said, hey, do some acting or whatever, they're like, he's not the greatest, but he really looks like an elf.
It is really true.
The best of what we could do.
I know there's a game called Witcher.
Yeah.
It's a really popular game, and now that Henry Cavill, who played Spider-Man or Superman, is going to be the main character.
As the Witcher?
As the Witcher or whatever. Do you know this game or whatever?
I do know what you're talking about.
Okay, did you see, because Netflix is coming out with it, and they made him look like a guy dressed up like Legolas at like, you know the game, like, okay, look up Witcher.
Henry Cavill, or whatever his name is. Oh, he does look like an adult Orlando Bloom.
He looks like a Orlando
Legolas or whatever.
Like I said, if a grown man who is a doctor by day went to Comic-Con and was like, I like Legolas, that's what they made him look like. That's not what Witcher's supposed to look like at all. I've never played the Witcher games, but I'm outraged for everybody who has. I like to get behind causes.
I really like that guy as an actor. That Henry Cavill or whatever. Am I saying his name right, or is it Cavill? Or
I don't know.
Man, I really like him.
But I think, what are they doing with those Superman and Batman, man?
I have no idea. They just kind of swept it under the rug and we're just going to pretend nothing happened.
Is that what's happening? Because Ben Affleck and him are backed out. They're done. They're gone. Bizo.
People were talking about how bad of an actor Henry is. That's not true. I'm just was on a... Here, I got the worst actors. I don't know why he made the list. Tell me if you agree with this. Ben Affleck. He's just okay. He was really bad in the beginning. I think he's gotten a lot better.
I think he has gotten better. I think his strength is behind a camera.
I agree with you. My man Kevin Costner.
Yes.
Got voted.
He's not a good actor.
Jaden Smith.
Yeah, he's also not a good actor.
Keanu Reeves.
He's also not a good actor.
Keanu's the worst of all time.
He's not good at all. He can't even somewhat deliver lines.
Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, once again, he's more of a behind-the-scenes guy.
Jamie Dornan made it.
Yeah, he's not good either.
Wahlberg. I agree with Wahlberg.
I think he's funny.
Boy, he's made really great choices in movies, though.
Yeah, he needs to make... If he only makes comedies, I think he's great. But like Deception? No, not Deception.
Departed. Yeah.
He was fine in that.
My wife loved him in that. He won an award for that. Or he was up for an Oscar.
But he's never done anything.
I thought he was just okay in that.
I think his comedic timing's really good.
Do you think this guy should be on the list? Wow. Owen Wilson,
yeah, he's
or whatever.
Not great.
50 Cent, again, not really an actor.
He's not.
Spade, David Spade. I think he's all right.
He's funny. He will never win an Oscar. Like, this is a weird thing because I like David Spade as an actor when he's in comedy movies, but you're right. I guess on the spectrum of good and bad actors, he could never...
Has he ever done a
serious role?
Man, I wonder what that would be like.
I don't know. I was like...
Because would you think the same way with Robin Williams when all he was doing was improv? Just super funny all the time, and then somebody said he's going to be in a...
Good Will Hunting.
Yeah, and you're like, that's not going to work. They did that with Bruce Willis, because I didn't know if you knew this. Bruce Willis was comedic actor before Die Hard.
You told me.
They didn't put his name on the they didn't put his picture or name on the poster for Die Hard because they thought people wouldn't come to it because it wouldn't be they wouldn't take him serious.
Yeah, I didn't know that until you told me. Because he was on a TV show, right?
I think Moonlighting it was called.
Sure.
I think.
I don't know. I've never heard of it. If it's not on Netflix, it basically doesn't exist to me.
Heard those two hated each other. Kirk Cameron, I liked him on Growing Pains.
Yeah, he was fine.
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, once again, not really. Well, actually, yeah, he is. I mean, if you're on WWF, you are an actor. You're just stage.
He did okay on that.
Basically, just stage acting.
Sadney's fantasy boyfriend.
Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry.
Yeah, he's not great.
Brendan Fraser. Aw, why is everybody just crapped on Brendan?
I feel bad because I watched an interview with him, and he said the reason that he didn't do movies for a while is because he became an action star. But he...
Wait a minute, what do you mean by that? He stopped because it was too much on his body or something?
Yeah, I felt really bad for him. He's like, I was becoming an action star, and that's all people wanted to see me in, but I would do all my my own stunts, and I destroyed my body.
So he took a break, and then everybody forgot about him?
Yeah, he was like, so I had to stop taking action movies and wait for my body to recover, and nobody wanted me anymore.
What happened? Why did everybody just crap on Brendan? Like that one comedian you sent, they go, it's like everybody treating him like he's a part of Nickelback. And by the way, what did Nickelback ever do?
I laughed so hard at that comedian when he was like, why is everybody essing on Guy Fieri? What has he done to you people?
All I can tell is he just lived out his dream.
He's lived out his dream, and the worst thing he's done is wear a shirt with flames on it.
Everybody treats him like he's a member of Nickelback. And by the way, what did Nickelback ever do? They just followed their dreams.
He gave 40,000 or 40 million bros music to listen to, and that wouldn't be good if they didn't.
Because I don't think... Do you think Brendan Fraser is that bad of an actor? I don't think he's bad. I think I would... Would you watch his movies?
I have watched his movies. I liked Mummy 1, Mummy 2. I liked Blast from the Past. I love that movie.
Big fan.
That's a weird... I'll take that because he did truly seem like somebody who's lived underground his entire life.
Was he big? So was that 90s? He was big in 90s, early 2000s?
And mid-2s, yeah.
Okay. So he just managed to be out of the top 10. Here are the top 10. Boy, I'd feel bad if I was in this list. Bad actors. Okay. Steven Seagal. Well, yes. Yeah. Oh, my God.
Yes.
Have you watched any of his martial art movies? Okay.
I haven't watched any of his movies. I can tell you just by watching trailers that he's a bad actor.
Majorly bad.
And if what's-his-face... Arnold Schwarzenegger isn't on this list high, then it's a bad list because he's not a good actor either.
What would you put? What would you put? You would put Arnold down for?
I would put Arnold.
Okay.
I would honestly Arnold.
I would put The Rock. I don't like The Rock. I think he's a nice guy.
I think he's a great comedic actor, honestly.
My God, I'll tell you, every time I mention The Rock as being a bad actor, the text line just blows up and
because
attacks me.
He's a really good comedic actor.
Actually,
so I wouldn't put him on that list.
Well, I remember when he first got on Saturday Night Live.
He's funny.
And right from wrestling, because he was The Rock, then he went on to Saturday Night Live, and everybody said, well, everybody, I mean, this is the time when Siskel and Ebert were still a thing.
Yeah.
Rating movies and stuff, and they talked about how he should quit wrestling and only focus on acting because he's so good at comedy acting.
Yeah, he's got great timing. Take him off there.
What about Sean William Scott?
Yeah, he only has one character. If he's not Stifler, nobody cares.
By the way, really bad actors, 7, 10, 90. I want to see if we can make any of these in the top 10. Sean William Scott.
Dakota
Fanning?
No. Dakota Johnson.
I've never really watched her.
She was 50 Shades of Grey. She's really bad in everything she's in.
I think she's somewhat pretty. Yeah, Katherine Heigl's the worst. Is she still doing things?
No, not really.
I think Vin Diesel should be on here.
Yeah.
Scott Eastwood. Would you even consider him an actor?
I don't know if I've ever seen him in a movie.
Somebody said Paul Walker. I would too.
Liam Hemsworth. Not Chris.
Oh.
Liam.
Oh, God. You get a gold star. If I had a gold star, I'd stick it right to your forehead.
Thank you. Because he sucks.
Yeah, he's the worst. I know I'm missing, because I know I talk bad about actors all the time.
It's hard
I can't think of any. All right, so top 10. Here we go. Let's see if any of ours made the list.
Somebody said Eddie Murphy.
I think Eddie's really good at... I haven't seen Eddie in so long.
Well, they said Eddie Murphy now.
Oh,
I
Nick Cage.
Agree.
Nick Cage.
Nicolas Cage, I don't think is a great actor.
What about
Johnny Knoxville? I don't think is a great actor. Kristen Stewart, I don't think is a great actor.
I like Knoxville. I think he's a good person.
Whoever put down Will Ferrell,
he should be not here.
I get it because the only movie I saw him in that was serious was Stranger Than Fiction. I thought that movie sucked.
Yeah, I had such high hopes for that movie.
Me too. Because you always have high hopes for the comedian that's going into a drama.
Freddie Prinze Jr. Oh, Sylvester Stallone. God. All right, let's go through it. Steven Sean number 10.
Connery.
I agree with this one, but again, I haven't seen a lot of his movies. But Hayden Christensen, he was the Star Wars guy. Didn't he play Anakin Skywalker?
Yes. No, he was very, very, very mono the entire movie.
How did we forget this?
Ashton Kutcher.
No, let me see if I can just see if you know who it is by me just playing this.
But inside, I just feel like I'm a stranger in my own life.
Which, by the way, I think this movie got 1% on Rotten Tomatoes. Taylor Lautner.
Oh my God, was that The Tracer or whatever? Or?
Well, this one's called Abduction. I do think that Tracer did get 1%.
But that's not the lowest score. On Rotten Tomatoes.
What is?
0.
Do you know what movie?
Yeah.
What
I know 2 movies.
Oh,
one
God.
movie that went... Okay. Do you remember the movie Arthur?
The dog?
No. The movie Arthur was a movie about a rich guy, and then he learned to love and stuff like that. I think Liza Minnelli was in it.
Okay, no. I don't remember.
So there was a movie called Arthur. Super funny movie. It got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. 100%. So... And this was before Rotten Tomatoes, and it made a lot of money, so they're like, let's come out with the second movie. Arthur on the Rocks. That got a 0. It went from 100% on the first one to a 0 on the second one.
So what was the other one?
It got a 0%. I didn't even watch it. But it got a 0%. It was called Arthur 2 on the Rocks.
Gotti got a 0% with John Travolta. I'm just looking at right now. Maybe that's the one you were talking about?
Was it Ghoulie or whatever?
No, Gotti. It's actually called Gotti.
What's that movie with Ben Affleck? And Jennifer Lopez.
Geely or whatever.
That couldn't have got a very high score.
Probably not. So let's go back to the actors really quick before we get off track. Number 7, Nick Cage. There's one of ours. Courtesy of the text line. We would have forgot about that guy. Oh, God. Number 6, but see, I wouldn't consider him an actor, really. Rob Schneider.
What would you consider him?
Well, I mean, I would, but I haven't seen him in so long.
Oh, yeah, it's hard to consider him as a serious actor, which I watched that clip of Jonah Hill today where they said if you could he was asking Brad Pitt, if you could take the mannerisms or the characteristic from anybody from the cast of Moneyball, who'd you pick? And he's like, maybe he's sitting here in the studio, and Brad Pitt goes, no, I have to pick a serious actor. And at first I thought he was just like, busted his balls.
No, he was serious.
But, I watched it again today, and I was like, "Oh, that's."
Have you ever?
He really hates him.
Have you ever
really
watched
respect him?
The video of everybody hating him, and it's just like he's so because everybody attacks. He's a great actor. Did you see one on there? Because I think they're wrong on this.
I hope you are going to. I hope you and I are thinking the same thing. 3, 2, 1. Josh Duhamel. What?
I didn't put on there Shia LaBeouf because I think he's weird, but I think Shia LaBeouf's a really, really good actor.
He is a phenomenal actor. And somebody put Josh Duhamel on here. I thought you were going to sit here and respect Pauly Shore, and I was going to reach over and slap you.
Has anybody seen Josh Duhamel in the North or South Dakota commercial?
It's method acting.
Yeah, method actor.
He loves the hell out of that state.
You are definitely wrong on that. Yeah, Pauly Shore, number 5. Chuck Norris, number 4. Number 3, Eddie Griffin. Don't know. I do, but I don't really know him.
Yeah, he was big in the early 2000s, wasn't he?
Maybe. And then Alan Bag. No idea who he is. He's number 2.
Kevin James sucks. Bruce Willis, honestly, isn't that great of an actor.
I agree with you. He's had some fabulous movies. He's had some really good movies in the 90s.
But he wasn't a good actor. They were kind of good. Like, The Sixth Sense was a fine movie for what it was.
I guess I'm talking even a little earlier than that.
But, like, Die Hard.
12 Monkeys, outstanding. But again, that's just that's a great
fun movie. Somebody also in the same text as Bruce Willis, which makes me have a love-hate relationship with this texter. They said Bruce Willis and Denzel Washington. Washington is a fantastic actor. I mean, sure, he's done a lot of TV movies like Training Day and...
is Training Day still on Netflix? You should really watch it. You really should.
I don't have a Lifetime.
It's not Lifetime. It's an actual good movie. What is that? By the way, in the number one on there was Tommy, whatever his name is, that did the...
Oh, Tommy Wiseau?
Yeah, it's too easy,
but, okay, here's something that we should really address, and I think we're going to get in a fist fight. I don't think Brad Pitt's a great actor.
I never did. I don't either. I think Brad Pitt can play really crazy parts well, but I think when he plays just people, like if he had to play like a Daniel Day-Lewis character, it would be god-awful. I think he could play those nutbags. Like, I think he was good in Fight Club. I think he was great in 12 Monkeys, these nutty characters. I think when he has got to play not a character, I think it's... I completely agree with you.
He wasn't very good in Interview with a Vampire, was he?
No, it was very monotone.
He wasn't really good. Yeah, he's a very flat actor.
But he picks great movies.
He picks a good role because that style of acting for him, bad, worked for Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Well,
because he had to be a cold-blooded killer in that movie.
But I guarantee if Brad Pitt he didn't have his cheekbones and his jaw structure back then, I think he would have had a really, really tough time.
He's stuck doing... Pringles commercials. Yep. Somebody said Matt Damon, and you're wrong.
I like Damon.
And somebody said Tom Cruise.
I have a love with Tom Cruise. I think his movies are... I just hate that he's only doing action movies now. That's his thing.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't seen him in a movie that wasn't in action.
I know. I'm a big fan of Vanilla Sky. I love that movie.
Was about an ice cream truck driver who converted it to an airplane.
Do you know there is a movie that you're saying is about an ice cream driver, and it's with Cuba Gooding Jr., and it was an action movie, and with Skeet Ulrich, who's a Johnny Depp knockoff?
His first name is Skeet?
Yes, you gotta look at the trailer.
What do you mean? Somebody's name is Skeet.
Well, I'm not kidding. And he's like, they call him the Johnny Depp knockoff. We'll watch that during break.
Yeah.
All right. Let me say this quickly. Oh, we are going to get to the Christmas tree.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Mm-hmm. Matthews Tire is hiring for various positions at all 6 locations. People love working at Matthews. Help them deliver superior auto service. And apply now in person or MatthewsTires.com. I get to hang up on all of you because you did not wait to hear the Christmas gift sounder. When you hear it, be caller 9. blustery. He said it. So excited when he says that.
Nobody knows what it means.
Nope.
Only Steve Bellon.
It's Jake and Tanner Show. Hi, my name is Jake.
Hi, Jake. My name is Tanner.
Take from Jake and Tanner, I don't know, about 15 minutes away. First segment of the 8 o'clock hour, we're going to try giving away some money. Big thanks to Prospera Credit Union. So we were just talking about Cuba Gooding Jr. We're talking about all kinds of bad actors. Cuba Gooding really fell off. He went from an okay actor, winning an Oscar, to Snow Dogs quickly. In like one movie, he fell apart. I don't know if that guy people just were like, whoa, wait, he is a really bad actor, or
he just started making really bad choices.
Back in 1999, he did a movie called Chill Factor with Skeet Ulrich, who they say is a Johnny Depp knockoff.
That is the name of this movie? Chill Factor?
Chill Factor.
It's also... I want to pick this part. I have it on the screen.
Oh, you do?
So if you're watching, if you text TV to 71090,
you want to watch the trailer?
Yeah, we can watch
perfect.
the trailer.
Let me do the Christmas tree really quick, Lo.
Oh.
Then we can go right back to it. It'll be okay. It'll be okay.
I'll take the screen off.
No, it's all right. No, you did a great job. You seem so sad. Don't be sad. No, come here.
No.
Hi, who's this?
Jessica.
Jessica, you are caller 9! What? What'd you say? What?
Awesome.
Oh, you said awesome. Okay.
Have you won in the last 30 days? Be honest, or we're going to take your dog hostage.
I've never called in before.
Perfect.
Oh, okay, well then you don't deserve to be yelled at like this.
Right. Jessica, we are sorry for our tone. You get to pick a present under the Christmas tree. Now, you got an A, B, C. 3 gifts you get to choose from. What would you like?
C.
Ooh, that's a bad choice. You want to change your mind?
Yeah, you can change your mind if you want.
A.
Oh, that's even worse.
C.
Didn't you say C the first time?
I think she did.
Yes.
So you want back to C? We just said that was a really bad one. All right, tell her what she
No,
won.
you said A and B were really bad.
You pick C, fine. Unwrap it.
Yeah, use the...
Go ahead, unwrap it,
You
Jessica.
have to unwrap it. Use your mouth.
Use your sound effects.
Yeah.
It's about as good as your choice.
What is it?
All right, hang on. Jessica, you just won $150 for a gift card. I don't know what that is! Discover the latest in skincare, makeup, and hair care. Shop must-try brands, free samples, free shipping, makeup, skincare, and more. Transform your look. Shop bestsellers, top designers, collections, skin savers, limited edition products. That is $150 for a gift card. And you get to pick that up today.
Cool.
Thank you.
You are so welcome.
You have 42 minutes to get here.
No, don't do that.
Before we throw it away. Just kidding. Please don't do that.
We got to put you on hold, though, and get all your information, okay?
All right, thank you.
And you are welcome. We're going to do that again at what time? 11:40?
Yeah, 11:40 with Chuck.
Chuck Charles, 11:40, and then we do it again at 4:40.
I guarantee if you win with Chuck Charles, it's going to be a straight edge that you have to come pick up, and he's going to put it on the floor and say, this was round. Do you think the straight edge could be here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're going to... Well, let me just tell that. Hey, Jessica?
Yes?
It's kind of like a timeshare when you come here and pick it up from Chuck Charles, because he's probably going to be here today. You're going to have to stay put for a couple-hour flat Earth talk.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yes, that's okay.
So
Okay,
he's going to use things that you bring with you. So try to not bring anything round because that will trigger him.
Yeah, and he's really good at arguing that.
Yeah.
Okay. So really quick, do you think he gets mad that we are telling the truth about the world?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, 100%. He does not like that we have unveiled the truth. He's a lot like the Wizard of Oz. He didn't want anybody pulling back the curtain of his flat Earth society ways.
So, yeah, we are about 15 minutes away. We're going to be doing giving away more money. We're going to be giving away, well, maybe, possibly, hopefully you win this.
God,
you failed the flat yesterday.
I would love to lose a $20 one. So then somebody's like, I guess I'll come in for a Jackson.
Take from Jake and Tanner, happening right around 8:05. All right, so let's go back to this trailer.
Yeah.
We missed trailers from 1999. You know the good old trailers that had the voiceover guy? They don't do that anymore.
No, they've completely abandoned the voice guy, which every smoker who used to be a voice person, is now out of a job.
That Don, whatever his name is, Don
Cheadles.
No.
Don Juan?
No, the voiceover guy, the main guy. The guy that was almost in every one of the trailers that did this, what we're going to do here. Don something.
Who? Oh, Samuel L. Jackson.
No.
Samuel L. Jackson is in every movie.
That is true, but I'm talking about just voiceover. Probably Samuel L.
Morgan Freeman?
Here, listen. This guy. I don't know if this is the Don.
10 years ago,
probably
the U.S. government created a secret weapon that could remain completely harmless until its temperature reached 50 degrees.
Yeah.
Pause. That's a terrible premise. 50 is not a temperature that's hard to reach.
This guy playing the scientist who created it. Tell me if he looks like a scientist.
Oh, the guy. Wait, hold on. The guy who's just with the glasses?
No. Here, this guy.
We gotta shut it down.
Look at the graphics on that. Oh, that's wonderful.
The man responsible.
That guy.
Oh, him. I thought you were talking about the guy who was like, we got to shut this down. He was also in the movie GoldenEye with Pierce Brosnan. He was the Russian evil man.
I feel like this scientist that we're looking at right now has been in a lot of movies.
As
playing
just a scientist?
Yeah, they're like, get the scientist guy.
Do you know the kid that's in every teenage movie?
The skinny little ugly kid?
No. He's always a background actor.
Sean William Scott?
No. He's always he never has lines, but you've probably seen him more than any other actor. You gotta
put him up on the big screen.
I will find him and I'll send it to you so people can see.
It's like this is probably before your time, but you remember Family Matters and the dad who was a police officer, that was his character. Every single movie, he was in like 50 movies before he got Family Matters. He played a cop in like 47 of them. Or who's the guy that always plays the agent? The music agent or the music guy. He's what is that guy's name? Paul Giamatti or whatever. The guy's always playing like
he's always an evil guy.
Yeah.
Teen movie.
Let's watch a little bit more. While you're searching for that, let's watch a little more Chill Factor.
Prayed it would never fall into the wrong hands.
Let's find the prize.
Unfortunately, it's about to be handed off.
Doc, you have to take this to Farm Magruder. Has to be kept cold.
To a short order
There's Skeet Ulrich! I haven't seen him since this movie. Cuba Gooding!
You are not taking my truck!
How far you got to go?
Now,
this is how old I am. Let me just tell you how old I am. I rented this movie at Blockbuster. My wife and I watched it, and we were like, that was a fun movie. Because our brains weren't very developed then, and so we liked these movies. Wait, are you still looking for the dude?
I found him.
Oh, you did? Let me see him.
Okay. I'm going
By the way, Tanner said he found there's a guy that plays every teenage movie, and he's always in the background, no lines.
You have seen him. Like, I'm going to give you his IMDb so you can see every movie he's been in. He's been in all of them as a background actor. He's never had lines. I don't even think he has a SAG card. A SAG card. Because he has never said a word.
You know what we should do, which you're probably going to be completely against, but this is no worse than your idea of us wearing diapers. We go boom, boom, and then somebody has to change it.
Okay, shut up. That's a great idea that I don't want to do, but I'm saying I would watch it. First one to make a boom boom has to get changed by the other one. I don't know who's worse.
And we pick an old movie like this that we have to watch, and then we have to talk about it, after the weekend. We'll be give our little movie review on a 1999 movie. I gotta see this guy in
action.
I don't recall.
He's in Parks and Rec. He's always in the background.
Yeah,
they even did a story on it because people started to notice that he's just always somewhere.
He's making a little bit of money for it.
Yeah, he's just a background actor. Look at his cameos or whatever on YouTube, and you'll see like all of these major movies that you've seen. There it was.
What's that?
There was a YouTube video of like the backgrounds of all of the movies, like the extras that he's been in.
I think you make like $500 or time you do this or something.
So like there he is.
Oh, there he is right there.
He's just back there.
And he's and you know how there he is again. You know,
he's in all of these stupid movies.
Win a Day with Todd Hamilton or whatever.
Yeah.
He you know how he's got that down probably. There's probably a little bit of an art form to be a background actor, things that you have to know, and he's probably got it down.
Oh, yeah. He's probably best in the biz. You need him. His name is like Jesse Hyman. Oh, that's why he can't be a regular actor.
And he's a ginger with curly hair.
Yeah, he is not an attractive man.
All right. Anyway.
No sense of the terms.
So we're gonna get back to that Katy Perry Orlando Bloom story. We only got a sentence into that, and then we got sidetracked and started talking about bad acting. Then now we're watching Chill Factor trailer from 1999. Which, by the way, if you want to watch a not that great of a movie from 1999, you should go rent Chill Factor from Blockbuster in Hawaii or wherever the last one's open.
I think it's in Wyoming.
Sure. So on the way, we're gonna try giving away money too with Take from Jake and Tanner. It's on the way next. Good morning. getting the hang of all these new buttons.
Yeah.
It's the Jake and Tanner Show. We're going to try giving away money here in just a few minutes. Take from Jake and Tanner. Big thanks to Prosperity Credit Union. Life Stage Personal Guidance. Earlier, we got sidetracked. We were talking about Katy Perry. Then we didn't know that she was dating Orlando Bloom because we got a little story here about that. We started talking about bad actors.
I still want to see that clip from Ryan Reynolds on Ellen that you teased.
Okay, yeah, dang it.
Because you know how much I love both of those human beings.
So Katy Perry can pretty much have tickle time with Orlando Bloom anytime she wants, which that was breaking news to me. How long have they been dating?
I don't know.
When did that happen?
When did Orlando... This one just says, when did Orlando Bloom die? See, even Google doesn't know that he's still around.
It's so sad. His career, they had like a 5-year career. Well, I guess that we got back into The Hobbit.
He bounced out of...
Elfism? What?
They've been dating for over a year. Almost 2 years.
Wait a minute.
February of 2017.
Okay, she is way too flirty for my liking on American Idol then. She's always flirting with the contestants. Always.
Yeah, but that stuff was recorded prior.
Prior to her dating Orlando Bloom?
Yeah, because I think that stuff aired in February of 2017.
Okay. Well, I thought we did one recently where she was just all over that guy. And then he's like, I have a girlfriend. And she's like, oh, it must not be. Unless, I don't know.
No, I thought, wait a minute, maybe. Was that this year?
I have no idea.
When did American Idol start?
I don't know.
American.
Again, things that I didn't even realize were still a thing. American Idol. Thought that ended a few months ago. So Katy Perry, she was there Sunday at a charity auction. And she was giving away a date and motorcycle ride with Orlando Bloom.
Wait, so you date...
Well, you just go on like a dinner. You go have dinner with him, you have a motorcycle ride.
Because you know that it's not going anywhere. It's just an interview, basically.
Well, she got jealous.
Yeah, wait, what?
Because somebody bid $20,000 at this charity auction. Here, listen.
He's doing a motorcycle ride, and then you can have lunch.
Or lunch.
You can do a motorcycle ride with him and to a lunch destination and have lunch with Orlando freaking Bloom.
Do you get a ride back?
That also means...
No, he just leaves you. All right, see ya.
Is that part of it?
You got to Uber home. You're not even going to pay for the Uber.
Like he just brings you to a restaurant that's near your home so you can walk.
It also means that when you are on the motorcycle with him, you're holding him in a way that I am not excited about.
I think that's called Imperial.
So if you would like to bid on...
Do you think everybody there is just as surprised as we were that she's dating Orlando Bloom? Like they're putting it together right now. Like, wait a minute, does she like him?
Why is she jealous? Yeah, she can bid.
Yeah.
So if you would like to bid on a ride with Orlando Bloom on a motorcycle and...
Which basically it would be the same as just riding by yourself. He's so stick thin.
He is very, very...
When you go to hold him, you would just be... Your arms would come back and touch your back.
I need to look at pictures of them together because she has her short hair now, and she might just look like a blonde Orlando Bloom.
Probably. Here, let's continue on in what she did. I'm sorry I keep stopping this.
And you could be male, female.
Where should we start the bidding? At $5,000? 5,000? 20,000?
Wait, there's someone at the back.
20,000. Yes, we have a bid at $20,000. Yes, at $20,000. $20,000. And we have 20,000 and we can sell for 20,000.
She's into it.
Anywhere else? Selling for 20,000?
No.
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 Not yet?
I'm sorry, what was your name one more time? Laura, I'm sorry, I'm buying it for $50,000.
So Katy Perry buys it for $50,000 because she didn't want anybody going on a date with him but her. Wouldn't you like to have that kind of dough where you could just go, hey, I'm going to give you $50,000?
Do you think that was always the plan?
Probably. I would think yes, because that's kind of a neat, fun thing that radio stations will talk about.
Yeah, like that's a fun thing. Like, oh, we're dating. She is so much. Have you seen Orlando lately?
Let me see. Put this up on the big screen.
My
Why don't we
God,
like using the big?
Because we can't use it with the people, and I just don't like it now.
Which, by the way, you can text TV.
Yeah, you can watch us
to 71090 and see what we look like.
He looks like hell now.
Wow, that's the smallest picture. Could you get it any smaller?
I did.
You did. How did you do? How did you manage to get that tinier?
Leave me alone. I don't think I asked you even a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just giving you my 2 cents. There's a picture of Katy Perry that took of Orlando completely naked on some remote island. She put it on Instagram.
He looks
wow.
Yeah.
They look perfect for each other because they look a little alike. I do.
Hey, back off.
I think
because I'm not getting into this again. Katy Perry is much better looking than your Allison Brie. She's better looking than.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't like her with short hair. I do think
short hair.
I think Katie's pretty, of course. I don't like her with short hair though.
Like, this is a beautiful picture.
I guess he doesn't look. He's got to take pictures like that. Oh, look how pretty she is there. I like her hair
lighting.
like that.
Not all of his face. You get a head on like this, like it's a mugshot.
50 grand? 50 grand? Would you pay 50 grand to go out with Orlando Bloom?
No.
Let me ask you this.
Because his motorcycle has duct tape on the seat and smells like cigarettes. At least this version of Orlando Bloom.
This might be hard to think on the fly, but what washed up actor would you want to pay? Somebody that's just kind of fallen, that's not really doing movies at all anymore. Would there be someone, if you had the money, be like, oh, cool, I'd like to just go out with that person? Guy or girl, doesn't matter. That's hard to think.
Somebody who's not really doing movies.
Yeah, that's hard to think because you almost need a list of them.
Maybe Steve Martin. He's not really doing movies.
And he's not too racist like the Chevy Chase, his counterpart.
And I think that would be a fun one. Maybe Robin Williams. Yeah, I haven't seen him in a movie in a minute.
Yeah, what happened to Robin?
I don't know, man.
He just disappeared.
Yeah, he's just gone.
Man, did I like him.
Yeah, me too. That one.
You really liked him. I liked him so much in dramatic films.
Mm-hmm. His, best role, Mrs. Doubtfire.
You want to hear? You want me to move to Ellen DeGeneres really quick?
Yes, please.
All right, so I can't.
Why?
Because we got to play a take from Jake and Tanner. I've been teasing it. I've been saying I'm going to try to get better at teasing. It doesn't matter! I just wanted to try teasing. I'm trying to get better at teasing.
You did tease. You don't have to execute.
We can do the Ellen DeGeneres. We'll do that in just a second because she has a new Netflix special coming out.
Oh, yeah, I do want to watch that.
And Ryan Reynolds was on her show yesterday. And the guy, like you said, he's really charming.
So effing charming. He just is.
Here we go. We know what that sound is. If you want to play and try to win some money, 866-916-0959.
To the people that have said, like, hey, you know that Robin Williams is gone. Yeah, we know.
Yeah, we know.
That was a really hard suicide for both of us. It took me like days to get over that, and I never met him.
Yeah, I'm not comparing one to another, but Paul Walker was a really tough one for me, and I don't even like Paul Walker, but I don't know why it affected me. Because I remember you going, "What is your problem, man? You've never once told me that you liked Paul." And I go, I don't.
He was a bad actor.
Yeah, really bad.
Like I said, if he didn't die attractive, I don't think anybody would have cared.
Let's pick your opponent. Yeah, you're right. I think Hollywood really liked him because apparently he was one of the nicest guys on the planet, and I think people liked him because he was pretty.
Yeah, he couldn't act.
Hi, who's this?
Hi, this is Brett.
Hi, Brett. Brett, have you played at all in the last 30 days, 60 days, something like that?
I have not yet.
All right, Brett. So Tanner's going to leave the room, and he's going to get into a soundproof booth. I'm going to ask you 5 questions. You're going to give me 5 answers.
It's not really a soundproof booth. It's just a guy yelling in a room with me.
Yeah.
So I can't hear anything.
He puts his fingers in his ear holes and screams.
Yeah, a grown man puts his fingers in my ears and yells in my face. I don't think he has to do both.
Do we pay him for that, or does he have other jobs around here?
He makes $65,000 a year.
That is not fair.
So
anyway, 5 questions. Tanner's not going to be able to hear him. You're not going to be able to hear. He's not going to be also hear your answers. He's going to come back in the room and get the same questions, but he's going to try beating you. Okay?
Alrighty.
Now remember, if you get stuck, you can pass Brett. Time willing, we'll get back to it. Timer will begin when I'm done reading the first question. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Roman numeral V represents what number?
5.
What beer is marked the king of beers?
Budweiser.
What is a baby seal called?
Cub.
What is the name of Jack Sparrow's ship?
Black Pearl.
What is a Geiger counter used to detect?
Repeat.
What is a Geiger counter used to detect? Geiger counter. What does it detect?
Minerals.
Minerals.
Tanner! Oh, the tough one.
That was quick. Did he hit the buzzer?
He did not hit the buzzer, and I repeated a question 3 times. The guy was flying.
Wow.
Brett was flying. Brett, hey, tell me, what do you do for a living?
I write trivia for the Jake and Tanner show.
I just got out of college.
Brag, yeah.
Uneducated.
I like bragging a little bit.
Educated, yeah.
What did you, besides getting into debt, what else with college? What are you doing?
I'm driving home right now.
Playing trivia. That's what I do now with my college degree. No, I hope you are doing well. I hope you didn't get too much in debt.
Yeah, what did you go? How many years and what did you go for? I want to know these things.
I went 4 years and I got a degree in criminal justice.
There you go.
How much debt? I want to know. What does your debt look like? Is it 100 grand?
I bet you it's not too much.
Bet you it's over 80.
I haven't got over to that part yet.
Oh, so you don't even know. I bet
That's how fresh I am.
What school did you go to? I know, but
Juilliard.
Oh,
Juilliard.
Yeah. Julie.
Sounds fancy. All right, here we go. 5 questions. You know how to play this, Tanner.
I do.
I'm going to bring down this music, and I'm going to put up this little button here, and the timer will begin when I'm done reading the first question.
Oh, thank you.
Roman numeral V represents what number?
5.
What beer is marked the king of beers?
Pass.
What is a baby seal called?
Pup.
What is the name of Jack Sparrow's ship?
The Black Pearl.
What is a Geiger counter used to detect?
Radiation.
What beer is marked the king of beers?
Budweiser.
You flew through them also.
I like to finish.
You do.
Don't care if anybody else does. If that buzzer doesn't get to go off or
So, Brett, how do you feel? You heard Tanner answer the questions. How do you feel that he did?
I think he might have got me on one of them.
Well, let's go through that. Roman numeral V represents what number? You both said 5. 5 is correct! Point. What beer is marked the king of beers? You both said Budweiser. Point. That's 2-2. What is the name of Jack Sparrow's ship? Black Pearl. You both got that correct. 3-3. What is a seal called? Or what is a baby seal called? Because a seal would be called a seal.
Yeah.
Idiot. He said cub.
Ooh.
Tanner said pup. Pup is the correct answer.
Yes!
That is 4-3. What is a Geiger counter used to detect? Well, Brett said minerals. A man that only went 2 weeks to college said radiation.
So if it's minerals, it goes to a tie.
Radiation is correct!
5 for 5, Brett!
5 for 5. That's again, I think. Oh, no, you lost yesterday.
I lost yesterday, but not counting yesterday, I'm like 4 days in a row, 5 for 5.
Hey, Brett, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hope you're not too far in debt.
Oh, yeah, he needed that $20. He's going to. Because Cobbs don't pay a whole bunch of money, and you just took out probably 3 years' salary in loans.
$40 tomorrow would take from Jake and Jake. What? Big thanks to Prospera Credit Union with Life Stage Personal Guidance. Tomorrow's Thursday already. That's unbelievable. So we're going to play that Ellen DeGeneres. I wanted just a little bit of her new stand-up. Also, Ryan Reynolds was on there. Being all kinds of charming. We'll do it next. It's a Jake and Tanner show. Are we going to sit down or are we going to stand up? Should we sit or stand?
I haven't decided yet because you've been standing a lot today, and I have not.
Do you want to? I can sit with you. You want to sit? We're kind of lazy.
Is that Siri?
No, that's not my Siri.
Oh, that's my computer.
Your phone's been over here for a while too. I guess I'll sit. I don't know.
I'm going to stand.
Ah, dang it, I'll stand. Which, by the way, you can see us stand and sit and sit and stand.
I'll sit.
Dang it. If you text TV to 71090.
Standing seems better for me.
I want to match your energy. Ow, I'm getting shocked.
Why did you get shocked?
I don't know, these headphones, they shock your ear holes.
I've never had headphones that shock you until I started getting these.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody in the industry uses them.
And I think they all get shocked.
But why? Why do we keep buying these? Why does everybody keep agreeing to buy these professional Sony headphones when we know we're going to get shocked by them?
Now, we're about ready to... by the way, hi, my name is Jake. I have 2 kids, 2 dogs. 1 dog is on the way out. And I'm married to a beautiful, beautiful woman that puts up with a lot of anxiety and a lot of insecurities on my part. Wait, insecurities? Yeah. I'm one of the hosts of the show. There's 2 hosts. Tanner's the other one.
I don't know what the hell you're doing.
Well, I know it's not the top of the hour. But I think we missed it last.
I don't think we did.
We didn't? Okay.
My name is Tanner, and I have 2 cats, 1 dog, a wife that's okay with me, and a kid that doesn't respect me.
Yeah. Calls him Tanner. I love that. It's my favorite. Best part of the stream live is when we can see you talking during breaks and add in our own conversation for you, too. Yeah, we're getting some comments on this. When we go to break, when you're watching us on Jake and Tanner TV, it'll go silent because legally, if we can't play the commercials as of right now.
Yeah, there's 2 reasons why. The people who paid for commercials don't pay for it to be online.
Right, and then if we need a little bit more time, because we usually do a 5-minute break.
Yeah, we can't do songs.
And we got to add a song sometimes to the commercials.
And we need our time to not be recorded.
Right. So we can talk about the caller that just called and said something stupid, and actually we ripped you apart on air. We go off air and continue ripping you apart.
We say nice things off air.
Right.
You know,
that's what we do.
You know what I'm not liking?
What?
About this whole camera system.
What's the matter? What's the matter, little buddy?
When 3430 calls in and I roll my eyes at him because he's trying to do one of his bits, and then you can go on and watch me roll my eyes as he starts talking.
Did he call you out, or did you?
Yes, he did.
He did? That's funny. 3430, I feel a little bad for him just because since he started calling, I feel like he thinks you don't like him anymore because you've been tearing him apart a little bit.
I want to, and it's the same reason why I think Jim doesn't call as much anymore. Because we stopped.
Because Jim will take us off topic a little bit too.
Well, he'll call in. The one that sticks out to me that had why the spontaneous call in can't happen is he called in while we were on the air and we were taking phone topics, and he said, "Hey guys, I'm driving past your building. Blow me a kiss."
Oh yeah.
And nothing. And I yelled at my wife the same way. Nothing derails and stops momentum of a conversation as somebody calling in off topic.
It does a little bit.
And it throws everything off.
Here's the thing, though. Listeners think, because our show is so bizarre and we go from here to here to here to here, and there is a rhyme and rhythm to kind of what we do.
The reason you and I can go off topic is because we have chemistry, and if we go off topic, we know the other one's going to react in a certain way, but you can't call us and try to... Every now and then we'll ask for it, get us off topic. But if we're talking really good about something and you call in to do a bit or just to say hi, just know when a producer gets here, you will not get through. You have to stay on topic unless we're asking you to be off topic.
I like this. Notice your favorite P1 is never off topic. Sandy Parker texts that in. She never goes off topic.
No.
I miss Jim on demand. Is that when he stopped calling in? Was right around the time that you yelled at him?
Yeah, a couple times. But also, you pointed out yesterday, most of the time we talk to Jim is during games. And we haven't been doing games lately.
I miss Jim and his pugs.
Jim is nice, and I like talking to Jim. It was like he was calling every day, and then he got really comfortable, and I think that's what happened. And then it felt more like he was just calling friends instead of calling a radio show.
It is. Is it only going to be Jake and Tanner TV, or can you see the rest of the personalities all day long? Like we're talking about Chuck and Drake and Heather. No, it's just going to be. Ours in the morning.
If you think about it this way, we do 40 minutes of content an hour. They probably do 2 minutes of content a shift because they can't. They're more music intensive, and when you're listening, you can't listen to the music.
My nephew just said that. I think he just stated he does 3 minutes. His total show is 3 minutes of talking for his 5-hour shift.
Yeah.
3 minutes total for 5 hours.
Yeah. We take that to do an intro.
He makes a lot of money.
Yeah. So
his bonus is $6,000. God. Every 3 months?
You forgot to ask me.
Hey, I'm going to ask you something.
What was it? You don't listen to me when I talk.
Listen to you. Yeah, I do. No, I don't. That's very, very rude. That's very rude. I want to talk to you about the bonus.
What bonus?
The bonus. Oh, yes. Go ahead,
You're
start
talking
it.
about my direct deposit and taking a picture of a check.
Yes, that is exactly what I'm talking about. Something happened at a bank.
Yes. I go through Verve, our credit union.
It's not. I was doing. It's a.
Yeah.
I got you. Go ahead.
And they have a feature on their app where you can take a picture of a check and get it put into your account.
Right.
My wife did that with her paycheck on November 21st.
Now, is this the first time you guys have used it?
No, we use it all the time.
Okay. Yeah, because this is really awesome.
It is amazing to do that. And that was the same paycheck that we got our JTX bonus on.
Okay, I got you.
Our bonus was about as much as what my wife's paycheck was.
Okay.
My wife's paycheck wasn't accepted because she forgot to check a box on the check, and we just realized it yesterday.
So you have extra money?
I got an extra paycheck.
Let's go shopping.
It's not your money.
But we should celebrate somehow burgers. Yes.
We missed burgers.
You should buy burgers.
Yesterday. No. Shut your mouth.
Wait, you have another bonus. That is crap. That's not fair.
It's my wife's money.
It's not fair. That's not fair.
Why?
I get half.
No.
That's an extra bonus.
But I didn't make that money. My wife did. Ha! Okay. We missed first Monday of the first Tuesday of the month for burgers. Do you want to go to get burgers today?
I go to the gym.
Are we going to the gym today?
I don't know. Should I not? Are we talking me out of it?
I
like going to Planet Fitness, and I can go do the massage water table.
It depends. You can't do that after the show. You'll fall asleep in it.
I just go and do that.
I like to because you can move the parameters on it. You can either do full body or maybe you can target your upper back.
Sure.
I put it right on my butt.
Yeah.
And then I just have
Why not? Just like a little.
It just water jets.
Yeah.
It just water jets.
I get it.
My posterior.
But by the way, it's sanitized afterwards. They clean them all.
Well, I mean, you lay on it, yeah.
Well, I'm just saying.
It is super.
I just don't want to lay on it and think. I don't want to think Tanner was on it before.
No, it's
doing
not,
your dirty thing.
No, I'm not doing a dirty thing. If it was dirty, I'd be laying down on my stomach.
Well, either way.
Have you dialed that thing up to 11 yet?
I've done, is that the highest it goes?
Yeah.
Okay, no, because the other guy got shot up to the ceiling.
Yeah. Like it doesn't actually, just so you know, it doesn't actually hit you with water. There's a layer. So it's not like you're getting wet. I wasn't getting cleaned while I was doing it.
That's funny.
It was on like half and I was like, this is kind of hard. And I was like, I got to turn. So I want to try full blast and see if I get just all of the knots. So like even my spine smoothed.
Yep. You know, I want to go just back really quick. You talking about that money that basically you found free money. What a wonderful thing.
It was basically like reaching in my pocket and pulling out a paycheck.
Yeah. I hide, anytime I get money, like there'll be a 10 or 20 in my pocket, I will put it in places, right?
Where?
Just like we have a change jar with a bunch of receipts. I throw it under the receipt. So
you have a receipt jar?
Yeah, basically. I don't know. We just get home and throw a receipt in there.
But is there change in there also?
There is. There is.
This is a chaos jar.
Well, it is.
You've
it's
got
just
dollars.
Yeah, you're right.
And toothpicks
are in there.
What are you doing?
Sunglass.
What's wrong with you?
Sunglass screwdrivers are in there. Batteries.
You have a junk jar.
It's a junk jar. A junk vase. A junk vase. No flowers.
I can't handle that.
Water's in it. We do water it. But I'll put it in there. I went to go get it because I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go take my kids to Taco Tuesday or whatever.
Yeah.
I found out my wife's been finding it and just taking it and going buying all her lady things or whatever.
You put money in a clear thing.
But it was for the family. She's taking it.
She's part of the family.
Well, she is, but she's using it for ridiculous items that doesn't get my money for my food.
Yeah, you made it.
Actually, I think it was probably hers. But I just found that out. I go, well, hey, where's that money? And she's like, are you the one leaving it around? I go, who the hell else is just leaving money around?
Yeah, who?
You think someone's breaking in the house and putting money, and they're like, oh, this is just for me. I did that for the family, and that's what I do for the family.
Now, her asking that question raises a interesting point.
I feel fat on these cameras. I know people are looking and judging at my stomach. Stop judging.
Getting mad at things that aren't happening.
I like putting a little ghost out in the world. Little evil ghost.
Yeah. You threw me. Oh, okay. Back to your wife cheating on you. She asked you, are you the one leaving the money around the house? Which means that she knows it wasn't you, but she wasn't sure if it was. She knows it wasn't her, but she wasn't sure if it was you or was it JT or is it Daddy Big Hands or was it Daryl?
By the way, are we retiring those things? Because we haven't talked JT in a long time about or King of Wishful Thinking. Are we just done with Dunzo with those things?
I don't know. We'll get to it eventually. We get to it when it feels fluid.
Feels fluid.
Yeah.
Is that a saying?
Yeah, it feels fluid.
Oh, I would have said fluent, but that doesn't work.
No, it feels very fluid.
I don't know if that works either.
Because fluid, smooth, and flows.
I got you. Like water.
I might have made it up, but it's a phrase now. Use it. Verbal trademark.
Oh, dang it. Now I can't. Dang it. We can't get into Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom. I really want to. We already did that. We already did that. I mean, Ellen DeGeneres.
Can you just do your job, man?
I'm trying. Really bad at it, Lo, and you know this.
I know.
Hey, Matthews Tire is hiring for various positions.
I like Matthews tires.
The tires that I got, does my truck not look beefier? I know I have a little truck, but doesn't it look better?
It does. Your truck does look better.
I'm glad I'm just gripping the road now. Before, it felt like I was floating just because they had no traction whatsoever. It felt like I was on ice all the time, but Matthews hooked me up.
Yeah, you wouldn't drive over gravel roads on the off chance that there was a pointy rock.
Right. And you got way too big of tires.
No, they're not too big. They fit my wheel wells perfect. And they look great. And snow on Saturday, didn't even have to put on four-wheel drive.
I know.
Honestly.
I didn't either.
Did you get snow on Saturday?
Yeah.
How much?
Yeah. I don't in dusting.
Well, yeah.
Well, I'm just saying.
When were you putting it on four-wheel?
Well, when there's any kind of snow. But you got to understand, my tires were really, really bad at that time. So when I just got new tires like before the winter hit. So I'm saying if there's a little dusting, I would have normally put in four-wheel because my tires were bald. Now I don't even have to.
So when you were in that truck, there were 5 bald surfaces.
I am not bald. I'm not doing this. You have turned this into a thing that has made me angry. Sir, kind sir, I bite my thumb at you.
Matthews you are not in a William Shatner play.
Shakespeare is hiring for various positions at all 6 locations. People love working at Matthews. Help them deliver superior auto service and apply now in person or MatthewsTires.com. Ellen DeGeneres' new Netflix special. We'll hear a little of that and why Ryan Reynolds is so dang charming. It's all on the way next. I'm so far behind on music. I don't even know who sings that.
Oh, that was Miley Cyrus.
That was? And who's Mark Ronson?
He did Uptown Funk.
I thought that was Bruno.
It was Mark Ronson's featuring Bruno Mars.
Ah! Boy, when you don't play a lot of it,
like
you fall out really quick.
Think of Mark Ronson as Santana.
Okay. Who's Santana? Does he do that? Does he go?
No, the song.
Does he do them?
He does the guitar. He does and then Mark. No,
just with his mouth. He does it all sound
effect.
He's got a real
guitar. I just don't have one on me. But then Rob Thomas is the one that goes.
I think I got it. I think I know. Oh, that's Rob Thomas.
Yeah,
and he
Santana.
does
No. What are you doing?
I'm doing that song, the Rob Thomas and whatever.
Santana.
I'm doing it. That's Deliverance. You're doing something really close to Deliverance.
No, that's
same thing. That's
wow.
Burt Reynolds did that. I'll never forget.
Is he dead?
Way dead.
Oh.
Been dead for the last few weeks. I guess that's not way dead, but definitely dead.
Well, I mean, everybody who's been dead has been dead for the last few weeks. You could say George Washington. Yeah, he's been dead for the past few weeks.
He's super dead.
Also 200 years.
I'll tell you what's sadder than Burt Reynolds confessing his love to what was her name?
Sally Field. When she was 14.
And Sally Field's like, yeah, I don't know why he's so infatuated with me. I never liked him. Worse is Aaron, or party guy Aaron, what's his name? Aaron Carter confessing his love to Hillary Duff, and Hillary Duff's like, man, that guy's got to get over me. That was 14 years ago.
So sad. No, you know.
Jake and Tanner show. Hi, Jake. Tanner's the other host of the show. Somebody on the text line said, oh, I'm on your Jake and Tanner TV, and boy, you guys look different than you did at the birthday station. Well, yeah. We're older. 7 years ago.
Yeah, we're about 6 to 7 years older.
I was 31 at that time.
Okay, hold on.
I was just a youngin' and no wrinkles in my skin.
Yeah, you just had...
Beautiful. I don't have ED, like you've told all the cameras. By the way, text TV to 71090, and you can watch us live in the studio. What are we watching? What are we doing?
I'm trying to get you to understand...
Oh, Rob Thomas?
And Santana.
You did. He was the dude that was...
Yeah, but you were singing Darude Sandstorm. Hold on.
Yeah. Santana. Is that Santana right there?
No, this is Rob Thomas.
Does Santana even sing?
No, that's like Mark Ronson.
Who's Mark Ronson?
Mark Ronson wrote Uptown Funk.
Did we just play that?
No, we played Nothing Breaks Like a Heart.
Oh, is that new?
And that's by Mark Ronson and Miley Cyrus.
I hate all this music.
You cannot hate Rob Thomas, Santana Smooth.
Do you like that? Let me ask you, do you like this type of music?
Yeah, I love this song.
That this radio station plays?
Oh, no, I like this song.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I like this. I've always been a Matchbox 20 fan. This life ain't good enough, I
feel yeah, Rob Thomas was Matchbox 20.
Thank you.
Push?
Yeah.
You remember Push?
I'm gonna push you off the cliff and
around.
No, that wasn't Push.
It wasn't?
Push Matchbox 20.
Was that not? Or is that I Smell Sex and Candy?
No, this is...
Yeah. Who is this? Don't tell me. Give me a hint. The Verve Pipe. Wrong, idiot.
No.
What's it start with?
NM.
And I don't know if I've ever been good enough. I'm a little bit rusty.
Do you know who it is yet?
It's not Matchbox 20. I swear it was Matchbox 20.
It is Matchbox 20. I didn't say it wasn't.
Oh, I thought you said no. I thought you said NM.
No, I said it starts with NM.
Oh, NM.
Yeah. Man, Rob Thomas is not a good... He doesn't know what to do with his hair. He is, not a pretty man. You want to hear the
I remember we were out in the middle of the field with a bonfire.
What?
And they played this song over and over again because it was brand new. And I was hanging around with the older kids, and somebody put me in a chokehold and almost made me pass out. And I remember that. That's what I remember
song?
this. Yeah.
This isn't a fighter song.
I know, but he hated me. I was sitting on the back of the truck, and the guy got drunk and I don't know, because I was not likable. Yeah, I was just that jerk-off kid that was a couple years younger that was an idiot that thought he was in a gang in Beale City, Michigan. So, I mean, I get why he choked me out. I wish I could call him right now.
Do you remember his name?
I don't. I mean, possibly if I had a yearbook, I could find him.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to call everybody in that school that did me wrong, which is only not too many people.
42 people, the whole school, including faculty. This song is the most overrated, stupid song of all time.
God, what a great song. I wanna push you. Time ago. Wait, you don't like this, or you do? Oh, I really like this song, man. I don't like the Madonna version.
The Madonna version was better.
I do like this song, though.
Oh, you know what gets... I was thinking about this the other day. Do you remember what song gets everybody fired up? Because you say you hate this.
We said that at the birthday station. We had to find a bunch of songs that you hated.
Take a sad song and make it better.
Hey!
What? I want to go down this road now.
Songs that suck?
Well, are we doing that?
Yeah, why? What song were you going to play?
Well,
overrated songs?
I just want to go to Matchbox 20 songs now.
Oh, you know what song I used to absolutely love by the Matchbox in the 20s?
Probably this one. Right Here. God, he's not a pretty man. You are right.
See?
Lordy, lordy.
It's a girl or something.
What is?
I don't know, what was the song I like?
This one... I don't know if you like this one, but I know this was like a super...
Is it Unwell?
Oh, Unwell. I forgot about that.
Because Unwell was great. Or is this 3 a.m.?
This is 3 a.m.
Man.
Raincoat.
Oh, yeah. And then there's this.
Oh, yeah.
The beginning of this, I think, is when his lyrics come in. I think is the best intro to lyrics of a song, because everything just listen. It's brilliant and beautiful.
All day, standing at the ceiling, making friends with shadows on my wall.
Another Matchbox 20.
Oh, we're doing that already.
Just came to mind.
Man, I love Matchbox 20 when they went like country though.
Yeah, it was weird.
It was weird,
but I mean, I was okay with it just because it's Matchbox 20.
Yeah.
Matchbox 20.
But I think the best
Matchbox 2020
Matchbox 20 song
Matchbox
is gotta be
20.
This one right here.
Oh yeah.
Let's delay our misery. Sing tonight. Fight the break of dawn.
Hey, prepare for the slippery roads to come with Matthews Tires. 1, 2, 3 free. Buy 3, get the 4th tire free, plus rebates. Events, Matthews. They keep you rolling. We'll get to a lot of things tomorrow that we didn't get to today.
Oh, sorry. Another Matchbox 20 came in my head.
Oh, really? Play it. Oh, my God.
Favorite Matchbox 20 song,
ladies. We get it. Try keeping your clothes on.
She's my Matchbox 20.
Matchbox 20.
Matchbox 20. 3 a.m. and that all this song. Matchbox 20.
We're going to get music intensive. More than this, actually. We're going to do it next with the Jake and Tanner Show. Good morning.